Remind me, man.
They
Yeah,
were
what,
my
you mean the
favourite
4
part
o'clock
of
scout
yesterday.
one? Yeah, I remember that one.
That was the tippy top of my memory going to bed. All right, we got 2 players from MOUZ at spawn as... Oh, don't worry about those. We'll talk about Filthy Adam.
Filthy Adam. He's at it again. And we got Filthy Alex and MC on the ones and
That's
twos.
Rush's real name, by the way.
Sorry, yeah, I just realised I've doxed him there. Sorry about that. So Torji has found a nice opening and Nico's forced to just wait as this pistol concludes. Hunter lining up the util. They've gone mid without any friction.
Don't worry, Filthy Adam's here.
Stop it. Torji down. Big from Monacy. Needed that P250 frag to equalize, but Jimmy with a lovely double. Could have been 3, but Nexa puts him down. Bomb plant secured. Hunter, he has an opportunity to set himself up for the post plant. Opts for Pit, but now with the drive-by from Shui, it's incredibly uncomfortable. They've actually ran past him in the smoke, and Xertion's so aware that that's a possibility. Incredibly well managed from MOUZ to take the pistol.
Okay. Well, the bomb will be defused. 6.
Oh, that's a cute little...
Is that Dory?
Crochet Dory.
And his name's Dorian.
Oh, you've done well there.
He would love Jason's wow joke. That's one layered for any Nemo fans out there.
I really did love that whale joke when it hit the cinemas. I cackled.
Monash.
They planted the bomb.
Monash has an AK-47.
Thank you,
which has
Nexa.
been dropped from Nexa.
Big man.
So they are looking to inflict some damage in the hands of the young buck.
Interesting approach. This is obviously their theory craft, the product of their theory craft of getting a second round, threatening round after the plant, given the changes to the economy.
Also quite nice that this is essentially a pug, and he's one of the best Counter-Strike players in the world right now.
Yeah.
Let's give him an AK.
Yeah, I would do exactly the same thing. I would.
What do you want? A deagle? Yep, sure. An AK? Yep, no worries.
Anything you need, man.
Yes, boss.
Can you go kill him now? Just a pleasure to watch, Monacy. So consistently impressive. And he'll let his teammates, hang on, not with the bomb. He'll let his teammates kind of be the bait. He'll just be the closer. Oh, Nico's the opener. Catches Shui going looking for answers mid.
All right, things get a little bit more interesting. We only have 1 smoke remaining in the hands of Exertion to be deployed bottom of Banana. Exertion is going to put his skates on and look to rotate back around the world. That'll leave Brolin in a spot of bother.
And Stewie is lining up the flashes they invested in as well. He's got 2 of them.
Stewie and Shui.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Some might get a bit gooey.
Yeah, it could be chewy. There's the flash, and Brolin's white screen indicates pressure. He'll tuck into the site, and cavalry's on its way. Exertion gonna get to Coffins. Brolin, he's been spotted. He'll tuck into second. Nico's deagle sounding out and not quite connecting. Exertion, ooh, needs Monacy, and now they're into the B site. That's massive. They'll get themselves a plant. One would
Jimmy's
see.
miles away.
Torji. Oh! To deny! It's a Nico round, folks. His first 3 contributions, and it's 3 deagle headshots on essentially an economical. Just that 1 hero rifle, which did play a massive part by finding Exertion cleanly. But Nico's the one that made that round interesting. Never mind, made that round a win. Incredible.
All right. Well, I think the official for those 3 is a Bish, a Bosch, and then, of course, finally the Bash.
The Bash, yes, okay. Dude, you came in with nothing but Glocks, 2 flashes, and a hero AK, and you leave with 2 M4s, an AK-47, and a round. You'll be very happy with that.
I might even say content.
You think content is more than very happy?
Well, you're only 2 rounds into a elimination series.
Yeah, but you lost the pistol, and then you immediately regained control of the economy. I'm very happy.
Here's Bang, the Bish.
Yeah, that's the
Bosch.
Bosch.
And, of course,
we had a Bash.
Okay, forcing in a CZ for Shui. 5-7, Deagle, MP9. 3 players starting towards B. The saved M4 for Jimmy is one of those individuals. Banana control should be an absolute gift for G2. This will be the second Inferno played. We had the first during our previous series. This is in Dallas, not ever. just in case you were wondering.
Well, that's 4 of their HEs implemented early.
And not a single point of damage.
No. Nexa can give him 1 more nade.
True.
He's done that.
Thanks, Nexa.
Hunter, the arch smoke and that nade to keep the A players on their toes. Does that incite a little bit of a push for info? This is what Stewie's been responsible for, and he's going to back away after the warning shot. They're driving by, looking for answers. Didn't spot too much on Banana, and they are going to be running past Torji. A jump for info costs Hunter his life. Then Shui activates. Oh, he needed a second. m0NESY stabilizes the round for G2. A-site no longer under any sort of MOUZ control. And that smoke is integral, so well played to post that down without any casualties. The bomb can go down.
There are guns available, so let's see if they're able to scavenge those back. Jimmy trying to fortify trash currently, scooping up what they can. An AK found and likely to see just to save Brolin. He'll have a look as well. There should be another pickup available, and that will be a secondary A1S. They'll call off this round, allow G2 to convert their second, but a sketchy moment converted. Well handled.
Yeah, I like their setup. CZ finds 2 there. It's a very different round, but m0NESY is the one to leave with the double, and G2 up to 2.
Okay, so 1900 loss into the next. We're going to have 3 it might just be rock the 3 rifles. Invest very little on the others. Exertion can drop a deagle, for example, and then buy into the next round. So see how much of a threat you can make what you've retained. Yeah, so... Okay. Exertion calling his own shots. Also, he drops a deagle to Torji. Brolin, I believe, drops the 5-7 to Shui. These are the type of rounds that Yanko, when he was going through the flow chart of things that G2 need to be converting if they want to have any shot within this series.
And they're not showing too much of a kind of fear here, G2. Just striding up, taking
They will clear this.
They will be encountering a 5-7. Next up. Dirgent clear. Shui unable to find any lethality, and Hunter, he goes and brings the fight. Brolin's posted a double onto Nico and Stu. He's held on to B solo. Now the round crumbles for G2. m0NESY, with a tut of his tongue, realizes he's got to do it all on his own.
I am surprised to see them contest in apps once they know there's a 5-7 close. The double from Brolin, it shifts the dialogue completely, so never mind. But m0NESY, with time to work with, still has a chance in this round because the defenses are split 2-2, and Shui's worrying about gaps. So it's all going to come down to the timing here of m0NESY. If he's able to get a sneaky one past the likes of Exertion and Shui, that smoke does complicate things, however. He can win this round. He's known for the clutch. He's known to do it flashy.
Anticipated Exertion's advance. Just a nice, precise headshot. And this is G2 with a little bit of a fumble,
Yeah,
as Yanko was outlining.
Yeah, just where we went from saying they need to convert those to, well, doing the opposite.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it looked like they were in 2 minds there. It was like Nexa spotted him. He started to run away, and then Hunter kind of changed his mind and started to bring the fight. Obviously, we didn't get to see what Brolin was up to, but that rifle, those 3 rifles they preserved, Brolin managed to lock down the entirety of Banana with it. MOUZ with the G2 smoke.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. Definitely a great way to harass.
You can see how much of a box that puts you in when the deep Banana smoke and the G2 smoke are thrown. Your first 20 seconds are kind of just spent twiddling your thumbs.
Oh, maybe not. Flash through.
Okay.
Force out towards logs, so Banana pressure applied. Brolin can set Exertion up. Torchi's coming as well.
This flash is coming in. And as the smoke fades, they don't have vision. They timed that flash so well from Brolin. And the support from Brolin is great. Exertion, however, only gets the 1. It's Hunter's impactful triple kill that should enable a full plant on the B site. Nexa deep towards the ruins. He wants to try and catch these rotations. That spray could have ended it for Hunter.
This fight decides it.
It really does. Nexa's already burrowed quite deep. Will Shui consider the clear? He does! Albeit with a walk, but now Hunter doesn't have the health for the ace clutch. This would be very hard to do. At least there's no HE to finish him off without a chance at the shot. They group up, enabling for a bit of a trade. He's hearing them. When does he choose to isolate this duel? And Shui closes. Wow, lovely work there. But the B defense from MOUZ was solid and very convincing. That timing on the flash, the fact that when the smoke faded, they were still without vision. Impressive.
Yeah, we can hear Exertion, the one who was calling for that flash from here. So getting those insights on the comms from our little perch. Definitely adding a few extra details. See Hunter with a bit of output as well. That's going to be a necessary part of this series if G2 would like it to be competitive. But the bomb going down, a few casualties, and G2 are able to invest quite heavily. Tech 9s are plenty, and AK for Hunter.
MOUZ have made no secret that they are feeling the fatigue. Spoke to Exertion today in the lobby. He was talking about how he still kind of feels like he's in Belgrade. I mean, that's an interesting situation to be in as a professional player. Fatigue playing a real part in this. And he's done well there. Brolin in combination will win out the duel on Banana for early control.
Yeah, and if you just want to be poppy as G2, because you're not going to know how to play out these late rounds as well, you're not going to be able to play like color by numbers Counter-Strike. So they're trying to explode and overrun, but as we know, MOUZ love to play heads up. So that fatigue that you're talking about, it is a shame to be, it's understandable.
Yeah.
But it is a shame if that is one of the key factors to why we don't see them perform to their absolute best, because coming into this, the studio merchants have a chance to get, well, deep within a tournament and play some of the world's best on the stage and change that dialogue. FaZe, by locking themselves in with a game against Spirit, if they lose that matchup, they would play second within Group B. If MOUZ run the gauntlet of the lower bracket, beating G2 and then the winner of Falcons versus Liquid, they would play potentially FaZe on stage in a quarterfinal, and that's something I'd love to see.
That would be a lot of fun.
How's m0NESY gotten both?
Crazy.
How's he gotten both?
Shui down, Brolin down. m0NESY's a animal.
Okay. Nade. Damage done, but nothing lethal. Bomb goes down.
Torchy doesn't want to be losing that orb. It's kind of up to Jimmy if he can tip the scales. It doesn't look like they're even going to give it a look in. Jimmy's just going to be backing away with the smoke still up.
Damn,
on CT.
okay. Well, they didn't win out the trades bottom Banana, but still win the round. That's all m0NESY.
Yeah.
All day of the week there. That double on the suppressed M4.
The m0NESY effect. Now, Hunter is hunting. Torchy's already kind of passed his line that he's drawn in the sand here. He's going to hear the steps of Jimmy. So he gets himself one, and he seems to be aware that Torchy could have already gotten himself out of dodge. They're looking for this orb. They know Torchy's hiding out, but thinking twice about it. Realizing their finances aren't too fantastic. So that's a big round. A m0NESY one. We've had an eco round. Now we've had a m0NESY round. Maybe two of them, I could argue, for the...
Here we go. We will get to catch this one in the replay. Jeez, just... I know we've slowed it down a bit there, but felt like he had all the time in the world. So just target selection. And m0NESY, in fact, happy with himself.
He's got some swagger.
Sakura not too happy with how this one has unfolded earlier. We've been back and forth. We are neck and neck. We are all tied up at 3 apiece. And with the saved AWP, the residual cash in the reserves for MOUZ, it will be another buy. So this one definitely has a few twists and turns.
But yeah, MOUZ in the lower bracket. A shocking early entrance into the lower bracket in their opening best of one.
Yeah, it's a 9Z.
9Z, no less, in the playoffs.
Well, Alex is one of the biggest Buddha fans.
That's right.
Loves a bit of Max, bit of DGT. Martinez. Can't stop talking about him, really.
Let's go LATAM.
The airline?
The region. That forces a decision out of Torchy. Yeah, bounces off his face. They did aggress and had nothing to report, so Exertion, he's not flying blind.
Well, they're going. They're going to pop. Nico's calling this.
They're testing them. All right. Jimmy in the pit. Great flash for that exact position now as he gets himself tested. It's a big one from Nexa. Well-structured utility, pacing, timing. Nexa completely removes any threat they had on the site. Bomb will go down, and for MOUZ, they're already presented with a more favorable save than anything else.
Nice little explode. This time it pays off immediately.
How lovely is that? What a fantastic feeling for a T-side to be able to just have one frag into the site and have 5 alive. You still got all your nades. You didn't even have to do much.
Yeah, that one done with some style there for G2. So for MOUZ holding on to this, we'll be able to have a second bite of the cherry into the next. Would be interested to see if they want to be a bit more aggressive across the map, but Cyclone did just have the timeout and then they operated with a 3B stance. So definitely not ready for that type of a maneuver was the coach.
Yeah, off the timeout, yeah.
I feel to avoid a lot of these poppy plays, it's a double-edged sword because if you play more forward for info, so you have players in the right area of the map, you can just be overwhelmed by the numbers. But if you're going for something, you know, we know this map that it's a 2-3 split either way. You might be trying to take control on one side of the map and they're just bulldozing into the other, which is where individuals like Jimmy in the pit, which sounds like a band from the 60s, needs to be able to multi-frag, and they're completely overwhelmed. Didn't even get an opportunity to put up a resistance, but they're looking to open the exact same way, MOUZ. 3B. Oh.
Bloody hell,
well, that was
Stewie.
different.
With a perfectly timed tap, straight through the boards into the aggressive Orb's face. Jimmy, he's been isolated. Look at the pre-aim on m0NESY. Didn't have to adjust his crosshair whatsoever.
Should be another save already.
Yeah, right. This is Inferno, baby. This is how it goes. You can see Shui's kind of like thinking about it there for a second. Just intense in the case of an early hunt.
Well, what they should do in a situation like this is put a couple of individuals on the fishing rod, right? Allow one to search in towards A to see if anybody's home and the other to search in towards B. Because right now it does look, oh no, they're going to go in towards B and they're going to fall into the stack of MOUZ. That would be very bad.
Yes, that's my concern.
But the fishing rod analogy that I'm going for...
But Nexa needs to put his rod in the water.
So does Shui. You need multiple rods to catch fish. Never take one fishing rod fishing.
I'm not taking fishing advice from you, but I will in this analogy. I'm with you. There you go. Next is in
there's the first rod, and then big rod over towards B. Little rod, big rod.
They throw the B util to keep MOUZ on their defensive.
Well, they were just wanted to save. They were like, just leave us alone, if anything.
Go away. I like parking Stewie here. Maybe it leads to a bit of a hunt from him.
Or Big Rod, as he's now known.
Big Rod, yeah. Not the worst nickname.
Not as good as Filthy Adam.
No, not at all. Ah, hello. And goodbye! Go on, Stu. He's having a round here. Took down Torji, that essentially won them the round, and now he's actually going to try and twist the knife. Even more punishing as he's flashed through the smoke. And, oh, nice shots from Xerxon. Shui and Exertion trying to hold on to what they can. The spam and the flank from Nexa looks good. m0NESY's been loud about this. Shui's aware. Well, you go. Oh, he gets a lovely little double. Make it 3. He's got 5 bullets for the final and gets it. Shui, he will leave with the AK-47 and his life. G2 put a lot of resources into that, but they got cash to splash. And now they got rounds. 5 on the T side already. It's promising.
Yeah, well, right now, for Shui, the best thing that's going to offer you is stats. As you mentioned, plenty of cash for G2, so they will need to win a round immediately off the back of that, and they're not really able to do so because the finances aren't there. Great opener from Shu, ready for that maneuver, and even a nice shot on Brolin as part of the hunt. So Taz, happy with that one from the stand-in. Cyclone will get on the mic for the second timeout, so things are getting out of hand.
What did you say Stu? He said he's going to do? He's going to run this...
Bitch a mile.
Bitch a mile. Well, that I think I'm not familiar with the expression, but I would argue that
Or how
round...
far a mile is.
No. Well, I think it's something over a kilometer. I'll tell you that much.
Wait, you use miles?
Yeah.
You're from the place with miles?
Yeah, it's more than a kilometer.
Okay.
I don't know the specific measurements of a mile. I mean, it's a mile long. I'll tell you that much.
I would hazard that it's 1.23 kilometers.
Okay. .6.
Not even close.
1.609344.
Sorry, I didn't go to that decimal.
Yeah.
Shui's heard this. Loud by Hunter.
This would be a crazy round to lose. I'm sorry for saying it.
Alex!
Sorry, I just had a feeling. I saw 3 backs turned and the timing, but Monacy's got himself out of dodge. They've thrown out some util onto the A stack. They know Shui has a rifle.
Had a rifle.
That's tense.
But now it's Jimmy's turn to potentially have a rifle. Come on, Jimmy, push through that smoke. Get in the boiler. Get yourself that AK. It suits you. Brings out your eyes.
Not interested.
Monacy is hearing Xertion run Speedway. He just said, sound, sound, please sound.
Mm-hmm. Pressing his ear against the gate. Is that smoke enough to channel him into the stack? Can't be happening. It's not going to happen. It's fine. Everything is fine, guys.
Remember, big rod, little rod.
I'm not concerned. Yes, right. Cardboard box. The bomb's going B. Little rod, big rod. Lots of steps A. Nico just charging in, sniffing it out. Suspiciously quiet. There we go.
He was calling them back as he died.
It's quiet, guys. It's clear. It's clear. It's clear.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah. We've all had a round like that. Never mind, I found them. Never mind. All of them are towards the A site. Bomb goes in, and Jimmy does eventually get the rifle that brings out his eyes. 2 AK-47s. Priority number 1 is to save.
You wouldn't take fishing advice from me.
I just am not familiar with you ever fishing. Don't think I've ever heard, seen, or heard in passing.
Oh, brother. This is a sneaky beaver maneuver.
Unfortunately, Monacy's got his
beaver detector.
I didn't want to finish the sentence. His beaver stalker on. You know that.
That's worse.
Is it? Yeah. Okay, you're right. It's much
How
worse.
is that?
Sorry, I was thinking of deer stalker, like it's a thing.
Yeah.
But that's not. No, in fact, fudge.
That's
I made it
much
worse. Yeah, I did.
You managed to make it worse.
Okay, 3 to 6. Those are the numbers at the top of your screen, but in case you couldn't see them, I'll say them.
After that comes 9 and 12. I'm sure there's something we could do with that. A clock, a Counter-Strike clock.
Stick to fishing, I reckon.
Because when you get to half-time, that's half the day. Come on!
Yeah, you're doing something.
That's half the game, 12 rounds.
Oh, you've done something there. I use a 24-hour clock, though. MR20... No.
Torji, AWP,
Thank
posted.
you.
Filthy Adam.
Not been so filthy today. Haven't been saying his name. Oh, across. Pushing. Flash. Beautiful from G2. Stewie didn't quite finish him off, and he might have another shot here. Shui good for it. Through the smoke, a dead man next up. Jimmy makes it so, and this returns us to a much more competitive round from MOUZ, just locking them down. Individual duels, but Monacy's alive. And that's probably exactly what MOUZ are saying. It's Monacy, it's Monacy. Session's tracking him. Here's some steps. Encouraging the duel. Yeah, just off of his internal timer. Torji delays it, closes it down. Filthy Adam finds the frag, and it's MOUZ is 4th. But like we said, G2 boys have had no absence of cash after finally stringing together so many rounds with minimal casualties. And so MOUZ have to do that again.
MOUZ win this one. G2 don't save. They actually get quite an easy final round of the half to MOUZ. So good tie things up 6-6, which I'd say is more than par for the course on the CT side. Honestly, with the AWP. Scopes up mid in case there's any chance the Torji wants a challenge. Shui has had some decent impact in a few of these rifle rounds. The retake on the B bomb site from him was great, and just there defending A had to do an awful lot of work alongside of Jimmy after that Torji miss. Do have our B stream currently going on, Falcons versus Liquid in an elimination game. The winner of that and the winner of this will fight for the final spot from Group A for the playoffs. Snappy with the revelation. He said they weren't a super team in an interview. I'm not sure who thought they were. They just have a super team budget. Back to B, they bounce with the bomb. Lots of long pressure with Hunter. No sweep from Shui, and a lurk through. Exertion will catch this. Bang. And he can rotate and help out Brolin.
Yeah, he needs it. The whole squad's running and gunning towards him. Tucks in just as they round the corner. Smoke will bloom. They're coming for you. Stewie, ooh, spots him out. An important frag to find. Exertion's going to be providing some support. Their backs are turned, and Exertion will find one. Makes it two. Exertion's having a heavy hitting round here. He can't control the spray to find another. Shui takes his place, though, and MOUZ already brought low. Torchy's just going to walk through on this. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for that at all. Looking good on MOUZ. Lovely awareness there from Brolin to get the info safely, gets away, but more importantly, Exertion with that support. Getting there just in time. As you said, that 6-6 scoreline, it's certainly going to be taking shape considering the buy from G2. Left suboptimal. So Mac 10s, Tech 9s, and Hunter will be able to rock out with the Galil. Look at Exertion go. Oh, just a couple of speculative bullets straight to Nico.
Oh, they know it's 3 banana, so they're trying to surge quite quickly towards A. How quick can they organize a pop? I suppose that's the conversation. It feels like it's taking a little bit too long. The rotation of Shui's already back.
Torchy's AWP noted. Flash onto Jimmy. They might be able to push him through. Great work from Stu. If they can find another, Shui's rat in the smoke. He can't get them both. Lovely finds from Stewie. Again, an impactful round. With the lesser weapons, G2 look to leave with 7 here. It's up to Exertion and Brolin.
You have to give this one a go, boys. No point taking that into halftime.
They'll give it a fair shake of the stick. They have the smoke and the kit. Might want to... Oh, wow, that's unbelievable onto MOUZ. Just a smoke spam, a very well-placed bullet.
And Nico's won the round.
Certainly looks that way, despite Brolin trying to isolate these duels. And yeah, just to the side of the head. It's Stewie, a triple to end out the half. G2 in the lead on their map pick, and as discussed, they must take Inferno to make this series interesting, up against the world #1 ranked.
Släng han till fläskarna. Walking through, running through.
Out.
One more B. Broken.
CT1.
I'm playing 3, I'm playing 2. In.
Tight.
Maybe in.
And CT.
I'm dead.
Flash to banana, I think.
Come on. Nice coming.
Nice, coming.
Off car. Yeah.
We're coming from city,
I'm
guys.
picking Semper. Yes.
That
Nice.
goes.
3. Both CT on the left. 3.
3.
Go,
3.
Let's swing together.
We can't time.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't swing together. That's cool to see it from both POVs as we are back in business. It's time for Pistols. The second half of our first map in the final series of the day here for the mainstream.
Interesting, the odds still... Well, not interesting. Of course they are. It was a decent first half from G2, but they still have tough work ahead of them. Walking down middle, that was a freebie.
Ooh.
That one, you're walking through the mall, and they've said, "Hey, do you want a sample?" And you've said, "Yeah," but you've dropped it, and then you smash the sample all over the ground.
Yeah, and then you actually grab their entire stand, you throw it on the floor.
And now they say you break it, you bought it.
Yeah. And they say that will be 3 rounds, please.
Tough.
Ooh.
On the secondary stream,
Go on.
Twist is absolutely destroying Falcons.
He's twisting their nipples.
Almost single-handedly. He almost won an awesome 1v3 moments ago.
Oh, that's cool. Nika's actually successfully blocked the coffin smoke, and maybe he could have a little pop-off to save the shortcomings of Nexa. It hasn't gone well for him either. Shui puts him down, and MOUZ looking to find themselves a nice, comfortable pistol round. It's in their interest to keep the Kev, no? At this point?
Definitely.
Get your...
Shui isn't in the meta where people used to save all the time, so it's understandable.
I'll get the 1v5. Here I go. I heard a cheer. I'm intrigued now. I'm just watching the B stream.
I'm just watching Twist just continue to kill everybody.
Dude, he nearly won that crazy.
That would have been
1v3.
insane.
Oh.
Madden with the nade. Come on, bro.
Yeah, what a...
Look at him.
Is he still going?
He's just killing everybody.
He's just doing it. You can find that just by typing in ESLCS into your stream of choice.
Of choice.
Yeah, Twitch, YouTube, both available.
This POV, I'm sure, will be on that. Do you watch
Face It Watch?
Is it the Lim guy POVs? Oh yeah, you can do it on Face It Watch.
I do watch that guy.
Yeah, that'll be on. That'll be in
Yeah.
like 4 hours time once the demo's. Well, actually,
I like to fall asleep to them.
just watching pro players absolutely murder it.
I'm hoping it will, like, kind of, you know, through osmosis of my sleep, I'll start learning how to play like that. Without watching, of course, my eyes closed.
But Next are not happy with that one.
Those guys are,
understandably so.
yeah, I would be too. Rather dissatisfied. We've got a second round for us.
All right, 3 towards B. They do have a couple of smoke grenades to block with. Hunter and Nexa over towards A. Top and under control already taken. Brolin will confirm that. He has the Mac 10 in hand, so looking a little bit springy.
So you can see Monacy's going to fire the shot, and Nico can throw the smoke. They've smoked off Monacy. And now Nico needs to throw that smoke.
The thing is, when you have a scenario like this and you are stacking the site by smoking them, you're sending them away. They're trying to bait out resources at this moment in the round. So if you wanted them to come in towards the B execute, you're better off not smoking. Right now, they'll send them looking elsewhere. Hunter smoking middle, and when this is the case, it tends to feel like the site is weak if you're smoking top mid like that.
Yeah, still uncomfortable to push through, despite it not being watched.
Definitely, but there are options because
like Jimmy's and Boiler.
Exactly. So as this starts to fade, they will be able to get some ground. Time is going to be their biggest foe. 35 seconds. If Hunter or Nexa get a multi, there is a conversation to be had, but looking like an arch wrap possible.
Tasty.
Just going to be Xerxes arch, so piping up short.
Roland. Oh, Nexa's had a couple of tough ones here to start off his CT side campaign.
Saving.
Yeah, understandably. Actually, it's a really nice move from Hunter to come and be aware enough to grab the Galil and get away.
Everybody will have something in the next round for G2, but we do tie the scoreline up 7 apiece. We saw, if you missed it, VP constantly staying threatening by doing a lot of saves, especially on this map. They had a valiant attempt as far as the comeback was concerned after being down 11-4 on FaZe's map choice. They brought it all the way back. Unfortunately for them, couldn't get it done, ended up losing the series. We'll see if G2 can use these save rifles to a little bit more success, and next round they can actually take a few more liberties in the type of fights that they're looking for. They don't just have to sit as passive, they get to take a few more duels, be a little bit more creative in how they apply their trade, because they will be looking to buy into round number 4 of this half. So bomb goes off, 8 players stay alive, and the casualties next are an exertion.
What do you think he's writing down there, Cyclone?
Okay, we got some team comms from the pistol. Let's have a listen.
Yeah,
I have no kill back.
nice.
Sit the
Get
fuck
close.
down. Oh, it's Stewie. I'm sorry.
It was actually Stewie who was the creator of this. No, it wasn't. That was a twist line. Sit the fuck down.
Ah,
It was twist,
so yeah.
not Stewie.
Wow. Maybe inspired by Stewie at
Stewie
some
did
point.
do the jumping on the desk thing, though.
So did Nothing, though, and he did it before
He did it
Stewie.
first.
Yeah.
I think Alexi B had good form recently in Copenhagen. I think it was quite a high desk, a 2-footed vertical leap.
Do you think he practices box jumps?
I would imagine you do a couple, right?
Or is he more of a beaver detector?
Both. I see what you did there. Well, G2, they do get everyone with something threatening. You've got Kev, and you've got Summon in your hands. Let's see if this works out a little better.
How are Falcons still in this game? Save twists. That's all I'm saying. Look at it. Perfect. Nades to do with aggression. Molly's to flush them out. Banana control again. Oh,
That's nice from Stu.
beautiful.
Tames the spray for the double.
We're looking for it. And that's what we want to see
That's Stewie 2K,
with a 2K.
living up to his name.
He's had, what, 3 or 4 openings in this game, so
Yeah.
impact definitely from Stewie as you'd want to use him.
That's high impact.
Can you salvage a 3v5 disadvantage MOUZ?
You trade smokes. You got Jimmy and Exertion trying to do something as Torji throws out a bit of a fake Molotov. Forces Monacy away.
Yeah, and this is it. Sure, they do have a 2-man advantage, but one of the issues is the firepower. The Galil of Hunter, that could really be a difference maker.
Yeah, well, it's been a tough day in the office for Nexa so far. But he has a real power position here to deal with Exertion.
Exertion can smoke off Moto from this position, but looks like he's clearing.
Oh, Hunter just in time, tucks onto the site. Nexa hears this, takes the fight cleanly, takes the head off of Exertion. Now Hunter's the next piece of the puzzle. Gets nothing done. It's Torji good for it, and this is now turning into quite a threatening round from MOUZ. Torji gets the bomb down. Jimmy and Torji, not to be written out.
Oh, overextending Torji.
Oh, all of that hard work from Stewie could all be for naught. They need a good trade. What? He gets it. He actually gets a 3rd frag. Stewie 2K is pulling G2 into this round. It can still go wrong. A team kill. Monacy will save them. A furrowed brow for Nico, but very happy with that in the end. Let's go, Stewie.
Yeah, high impact. You discussed it earlier, but the fact it was converted upon is huge. Torji leaving the site, very brave. I understand that it's claustrophobic having one player towards graveyard and another in the bomb site, but he plays out towards short, which is in a position where it's very difficult for Jimmy to help him. You see that Torji just completely isolated in that scenario, but good work from Monacy. Stressful moments, but they will get themselves to 8.
Listen to me. If I say I'm just gonna jump, let's just go. You know, don't. Yeah,
It's cool to see some insights into how Stewie is contributing. It does sound like he's not shy to, you know, be a piece vocally as well, which I think is, you know, it's cool. It's exactly what you want to be doing if you're fitting into a roster. Obviously, you don't want to overstep, but he's not, you know,
Why
completely.
not? We're not on the team. Who cares?
Yeah.
Upset him.
Well, I mean, I certainly, in pursuit of victory, I would like my player to be as communicative as possible.
You're never visiting this house again.
Yeah, sure.
Go take a dump in the toilet, Alex.
And leave. We
Yeah,
got
skid marks all over it. Don't use the brush.
bang. I can't quite believe Monacy is feeling himself to the extent where he's just going to stick around for the pot shot. Maybe they overlook Nico. Not to be the case. Brollan, with the only sidearm, has managed to bring down Nico for an opening. That's going to be a frustrating death for Nico. 6 kills, 12 deaths for him here on Inferno. G2's pick. Eyes on the radar as Stewie rotates to try and back up on A. They've got a good read of the situation, but no MOUZ. It's going to have to be the others that defend this onslaught. 5 members of MOUZ converge on the site. Hunter's run out of bullets, swap into the USP, but it's the Brollan Tech 9. They can't seem to get past. Torgy good for it, and MOUZ making it look easy into the A site.
All right, well, honestly, play hide and seek with this AWP. Make sure you don't lose this one.
He's got everything he needs. The next round of play, picks up a kip. Orb-Kev smoke. And a very expensive AWP. Bloody hell.
What's that one worth? About 12 cents?
Yeah, 13, I think. But the reason Hollow makes it, I think, €2.
2 okay.
Yeah.
Get yourself a Freddo Frog with that one.
They used to be 20p back in my day.
50 cents for me, which is probably the equivalent.
Probably the same, yeah.
Actually, no, they were a gold coin. Oh, sorry.
What does that mean?
A dollar.
A dollar.
Yeah. Or a $2 coin.
Yeah, I'm almost certain the Freddos were 20.
Probably. With the small ones? Are you talking about the big ones?
The tiny ones.
Okay, I'm talking about the big ones. They were $1. You do it for fundraising?
Freddo 20p.
The big Freds. Not to be confused with Filthy Adam. Second tactical timeout from G2, and I'm actually standing up, Alex. I'm going to look at him. I'm going to look straight at him, and they're not going to look back at me. Who's doing the talking? Who's doing the squawking? Well, Taz? He's saying things. I don't read lips.
So 10 years ago, Freddo bars were 5 pence each.
10 years ago?
That was 3 years ago. So 13 years ago, Freddos were 5p each. Today they're 25p. That means in 100 years' time, a Freddo bar will cost 2,400,000 and 441,000.
That's some inflation.
Yeah. 8-8.
So Nico's calling. He was doing the most talking after Taz's timeout. Oh, I'll come take my seat.
Come on over. The water's fine. Honestly, saved AWP has some support. And he's going to try and do the same thing again. They go for a half-wall smoke. You can see how that limits what MOUZ can do. He's just going to stare at the smoke. Oh, looks like a B-Stream update
That's wild.
has come through.
Twist had 12 multi-kills. The rest of the team had 10.
Yo, that's insane.
It's a backpack job.
Yeah. I'm talking full hitchhiker style.
Who's going to carry the bots and the noobs, I think, is what he was saying there. Is MOUZ.
Some orb crime. Takes down Torgy.
Well, A is a bit of a gaping void right now. It is just Hunter, and if he gets dealt with, he's playing behind the tall box on site in transition, could get caught from exertion, so he's playing some tricky games. He's the one that gets removed. Great timing from Hunter.
It's a big frag to post.
Huge frag.
Yeah, like goes from like MOUZ's opening being a step in the right direction, but Hunter's is a leap. Looking to take control of this game here, G2, with a, less than idyllic bye.
Look at all the nades they have left. This is so tough for MOUZ to break into. The only way they do this is if there's a bit of a miscommunication. MOUZ will have to be flashed off the line or miss, and how often do we say MOUZ misses?
I don't think I've ever said that.
Break the smoke and go.
Oh, they're coming, and so is MOUZ. Look at this. MOUZ racks them up just like that. Doesn't miss a beat as the quad kill comes through. You got to get through, MOUZ. That's easier said than done. See that one again. His opening was lovely, just through the corner. He adjusts instantaneously. An obscured Brollan, no problem for him. Just makes it look so good. One by one they fall. The protocol of dropping the smoke makes it difficult to be able to find him. He can always just dip back out into the smoke should he need. And now, immediately mixes it up. For MOUZ, it's just a game of trying to avoid him when he's in form like this and getting licked by the flame down to 44.
Another one.
Another for Brollan. He could burn down and be finished off by a spam! Nico, no! He can't seem to find Brollan is his nemesis right now.
The way they chain those mollies together, there was always going to be a bit of a gap. Found by Brawler and a second available. Stewie low, running through flames that the T's laid to deal with that retreat. B under pressure. Oh, well, this is troublesome. If there's a circle jump out of apps from Exertion, they might just get collapsed upon on the short side.
They're getting ready for it. Which piece moves first? Surely the Exertion Mac 10. Later in the sky. Exertion circle jumps across. Hunter has done well to defend initially, and now MOUZ, he's such a threat! You can't get past him! Go on! Tags up a third. Shui is no longer with us as Nexa makes it so. It's 10-8, and the multi-kills just keep on coming.
Yes, but let me fight, like, let me choose how to fight it, because I hear him burning, but...
Lots of talking.
Yeah, dude, pipe down, man. You're winning. You're playing against the world number one.
Well, Hunter was saying truck it, like just focus. But I guess it's tough for Stewie in this environment as well, right? He's brought in as a stand-in, but also you want to be able to try and play the game in your own way. You're not just an empty piece on the board.
Yeah, sure. I get that. I get that.
And he's an opinionated guy, but they must have known that when they were getting him.
Yeah.
So, look, you picked him. Don't be...
Well, they didn't. G2's org did. In the interview, it said that the players had no input whatsoever.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
What interview was that? Was Nico?
HLTV, yeah. We didn't say much, he said.
Oh, okay.
It was mostly from the organisation.
Okay. Well.
Can you imagine? It was just a social media manager. Like, people are tweeting me.
Yeah, Stewie does numbers, boys.
It's because Stewie did
He does numbers.
He did like a kind of a cryptic tweet, right? Where it's like, you know, smoke criminal in Dallas. And then was like making jokes about it on stream. Maybe G2 were like, yo, this is gonna be sick for the KPIs.
Yeah,
bro.
I really just thought he would be in the show match. I still can't believe this is what we're witnessing. And
well,
if they take a map off of MOUZ, seeing is believing. This is probably the least stressed Taz has been since being the coach of G2, because the stakes are actually quite low. You lose, it's like, well, yeah, we had a stand-in. Our literal in-game leader was not here.
Yeah, no, you're right. But there is this kind of interesting phenomenon in the human experience when the pressure is off, performance tends to rise. I suppose that's also that.
But isn't that
in turn is why we talk about pressure as
and
a factor.
grades? Yeah, people who can win
perform
when
under
the
pressure.
Yeah.
Okay. But either way, this is the other side of that coin.
Well, the other side of the coin is talking about MOUZ in studios as opposed to arenas.
Yeah, well, exactly. And, you know, we talk about the dead team buff, where teams show up when they've already decided it's all over and they actually make a deep run. That's the other side of that same coin.
This coin has so many bloody sides.
You wouldn't believe it. It's a hexagon. Wait.
Feeling more like a die.
Sides, yeah.
Well, there's a bit of a gap, isn't there? Exertion.
Bittle.
Get your mitts all over it.
I see. Bit played this angle sometimes when he had that great performance in Copenhagen. Next has been watching his demos.
Yeah, but Exertion needs to spring to life with that information. Problem is, if you know that they're forward towards apps, you'd be expecting long to be the gap. That's not the case. Hunter's actually tending to that. And they've been able to retreat, so any possibility of isolating A is not the case. It will have to be the B finish, and they're just leering in. Stu with one, can't get two. The trade is there, stalled by the smoke of Nico for now, and the rotation of Hunter is on the way.
MOUZ seems aware that Exertion might be trying his luck. He's too good. 19 frags. MOUZ just aware, plugged into the mainframe as to the MOUZ call. And it looks like Inferno is going to be at least 12 for G2 here. Probably giving it a good go. Smoke CT, it's Nico, set up in a crossfire with his teammate. His partner in crime, his cousin in crime, I should say. Oh dear, dead, lining up for Nico. They make 12. Team effort on that one. And it is a whole lot. 4 map points for G2 to take their pick in this elimination match.
Now this is here nor there. But in the player break, I reckon MOUZ should start playing Anubis. And ban Inferno. Because on Anubis they can be a lot more reactive and aggressive.
What's the story about MOUZ's Inferno? I heard the desk alluding to it, that it's not been going well for them.
It's not great.
No. But I mean, compounding with the fatigue.
Oh,
I
whoa,
imagine.
whoa,
And look at him go. Nexa throws aggression into the mix on a cobbled together buy, and it looks like it's going to boil down to a 3v4. Nico holding
They're going to
Shui
do it 13-8.
into mid. This makes the series a whole lot more interesting. G2 in control.
Well, the desks were both thinking 2-0s. I was thinking a 2-0 as
Yeah,
well.
man.
I'm surprised to see this go in the, well, potential distance. Imagine if G2 win 2-0.
Come on. Come on now. I mean, they lost to 9Z upon arrival here, MOUZ. Now up against a G2 with a stand-in. And I want to be clear, when we say the world #1, I always want to try and say ranked. MOUZ have been playing some incredible Counter-Strike, but when we say world #1, that is still very much up for conversation. There's like a top 4. Ouch, and MOUZ are in it. G2 are making a case for it. With the stand-in, they take map 1 of the series. That's got to be feeling fantastic. m0NESY's in form, Nico's hitting deagles. MOUZ need to go to the drawing board and prepare for map 2.
Game of Thrones and Stewie, he's coming for it. They're going to run the lower bracket. They're going to take down MOUZ 2-0. They're going to take on Liquid tomorrow. Stewie versus Yakinda. As we get underway with the pistol round.
I am down. Let's see if MOUZ have got a little bit of something to disrupt that plan. Stewie 2K on our screens in 2024, looking to compete, to stay in competition on home soil. A North American major winner. Sort of track record on home soil. And Nico's hitting shots. That's something you gotta be worried about if Nico's hitting shots like that. The double kill from Nico, the bomb on the floor, exertion on notice, 35 HP with the Glock. He's gonna get run down by Hunter. Jimmy's hitting some shots. 2's great, 3 necessary, and now a 2-on-2. Nico could be his next victim. He's playing wicked games as Jimmy. As Nico tucks into the vents, and he's hitting more shots, getting whittled away at, running him down as Jimmy, and he makes it a 1v1. We're looking for an ace clutch. Stewie can save them. And he will! Oh, and he will! Psycho straight out of the chair for damage control, despite all of the heroics from Jimmy. It's Stewie 2K to get G2 off to the races.
Of course it is. As you said, the North American major winner. Get Tarek back in the server. We will have a full reunion on our hands. But Jimmy does his absolute best to kick up a fuss. That's all it's going to be. G2, the pistol round.
Oh, he did so much. He did so much. As did Nico with that triple. Valiant attempt, and you can see what it's led to. Look at this. Exertion's been facilitated straight into the hero AK-47. Brollan's Tech 9 is deadly, so I wouldn't be writing him out of that one either. Nico going to start early secret. He could meet Torji's scout if he's not careful. How does he manage his angles here? He's got enough of a sightline to just contain the walk, but if he wants answers as they throw smokes, it could lead to Torji's finding the frag. Smokes are up, and Nico looking to poke his head out of the hidey hole. There's a flash. That's why you throw it. Well-timed utility, and now, ooh, the hero rifle empty-handed. Exertion goes down. Trying to recover that. I'm sure that's a hot prospect for Jimmy.
Yeah, well, that's the weapon he dropped, so he doesn't have any armor to go with this. You'd love to liberate it out of his hands and give it to someone else, so that's going to be Brollan or Shui.
How's Nico playing this angle? Just holding the sliv up, throws out the smoke.
Yeah, he needs to be reserved. He plays one of the most key positions alongside of m0NESY on this map, so the two of them are going to have to put an absolute shift for G2's first half, and so far, well, looking so good. I know m0NESY's gone down, but they still have a lot of advantages, and the time being the biggest. MOUZ, you need to find a solution, but that smoke has stalled you out from the main, or mini, may as
Nico's
well.
actually abandoned his secret post, was actually maneuvering towards the ramp side. So he's given them a lot of room down lower, so the team are operating under a bit of darkness
It has to be A. Has to be A.
How so?
There's no time.
There is no time. And it's falling apart for MOUZ just like that. They can't even get into the side. There's no time for this, and it's going to be cleaned up by the SMGs. Wasn't looking at the clock there, Chad. Thank you.
No, it's all right. I always am.
Yeah, bloody hell.
We get paid by the minute, so
It's just, I guess it was because the wall of smokes was so late. I was under the impression we were quite early.
I think Nico was well within his rights there, taking that initial glance, getting the info and not overcommitting. The odd death is Exertion not awares, or maybe not expecting. The fact that Modesty gets in for free, that was the AK, so you're hoping to find some impact with that. That one really stings. And MOUZ, they were blocked. It was really good utility usage there from G2 with the clock starting to run down.
They've deliberately opted for these MP9s. They want to farm up some cash. They want to set themselves up financially for the rest of this CT half. Jimmy, he's going to overlook Nexa. Should be a Shui trade here. Yeah, one to the center of Mass gets the job done. Monacy rotates cleanly into the head of Shui. Ramp is still under their control, and I believe they've lost the bomb. That makes things even less fun for the remaining two. Exertion on the Deagle.
See if you can get any more damage done here. This is going to be quite tough from MOUZ. I understand that they're heavy favorites into this, but they were in the series. I think losing Inferno shows that they are not at full capacity right now, and that's not to detract from G2's prowess on the map. There's just a lot of factors that go into something like this, and you know, you're talking about MOUZ as the #1 ranked team in the world right now. I still would have had them winning this series 2-0, so G2 are well within their rights to make this a competitive campaign, as Exertion will continue to make it costly. Another body pinned against the back wall of main. In America, they call it Mini. In Australia, we call it Annex.
Annex? What does that stand for? Is it just that's what an annex is?
I think that's what an annex is.
A room.
Well, I think it's a connecting room.
Oh, room, yeah. Most rooms are connected, otherwise it would just be a box. Oh, yo, Exertion is doing more damage with that dig. Would have loved a third, but they run over into Stewie and Nico for 3-0 start.
The definition of annex, a building joined or associated with the main building, providing additional space
Main
or
building, you say? Is that main building?
Well, the main building would be the top site.
Yeah. Main, the entrance.
No,
to
that
main.
is the addition to the main building. It's of a different elevation.
Oh, so it's an annex. You should have said, okay. Cool. Well, I mean, Mini is actually on the sign, isn't it? MC, can you get that? Can you get us there in time? I think he can.
Yeah, but
Look
this
at
is
Look
how
at this. He's free-handed
and
this.
they're Americans, so
oh,
of
the
course they're going to
Americans
put
called
the
it Mini, yeah.
They got no idea what they're
And
talking about.
HUT. All right, let's see their protocols. They haven't forced the incendiary yet. Nico holds fire on that.
Are they aware that there's a... I guess it's just a main lurk smoke, so... Well, there it is. Okay, but...
Now the incendiary, and then you can throw the nades after it.
The first one's fading.
They'll have info on the cross. Nothing's crossed, they say.
Oh, they just threw the smoke, the one that was meant to be the first one, on the back of a teammate's head. That's a fumble.
Oh, gosh.
Unforced
on
error.
The first gunny,
Yes.
you're down 3-0. Brolin, what? Just as his boots hit the ground, he finds the head of Hunter. Nico trades. Jimmy got a lot of pressure on his shoulders to find that frag, and he does do enough in combination with Exertion. Lovely. Catches Nico as well. Stewie has found himself in lobby, trading places with the T side. 50 seconds, but the bomb is going to be heading top, and they've got all the control they need.
Just going to be the save. Well, if Nexa can find something as he goes looking over towards Hell, it's going to be a very difficult clear for him onto Exertion, but surely would have spotted the thigh poking out. And just looking to... Oh, inflict the damage. Hold up. They're on now. Give this one a go.
Their smoke kit.
Oh, you could have. A smoke towards Squeaky from Stewie. They will need to break the smoke and then a flash and then a look. Turn.
Oh, exposed! Can't run out of bullets, but Stewie still found one. Jimmy's only got low HP. They need to be on the bomb now, and it's Jimmy to save MOUZ. God, that got close. A 2 versus 4 falls into a 1v1.
It's a bit of a G2 specialty, and I understand Stewie being in the stand-in realms here, but this is something that if you go back throughout the G2 campaign of when they were winning Cologne, Katowice, it was something that they were really good at was, okay, we know that saving is the meta, but we'll hang around to punish, and if they slip up, if they overstep, if we make a kill or two, we actually have an avenue to get back into a round where they've now started moving out of their post-plant positions. And that was almost exactly one of those examples. So I would say great attempt from G2, a very costly round, but a nice clutch from Jimmy. Couldn't get it done on the pistol with the ace, but gets it done here on the first gun round. And an important round indeed for the Finn to finalize things.
Yeah, really, really nice try here. So Stewie got that. Oh man, you know, if that last bullet had connected onto Jimmy from Nexa, that's an incredible round.
Yeah, we've seen Nexa have a couple of rough moments.
Yeah.
Just putting the crosser in the right direction in this series, but it's still plenty of time for him to turn things around. Oh, his lanyards. But you've got the little, you can pull it apart, Stu. Yeah, your little, and then
The choking
look at
thing.
Taz. Good
Daddy
job.
Taz.
There he is.
There you are, lovely.
I can't believe that is an issue.
Oh, okay. Well, he's probably been told he can't have the badge around him, but it's all right, Stu. It's all good, mate.
It's
It's really not the end of the world.
not a big deal.
No. That's the thing. When there's rules, they're for a reason. Not all of them make sense. Just kind of like life.
Yeah. Not always making sense, is it?
No, but we do as we're told, and that's why we're a part of a society.
And that is why you accept the absurdity of life with absurdity. You just live your life your way. Do your thing. As Stewie2K is going to continue to do. 5 frags. He's at the top of the tables with Nico. He's having a much better day today in a survival match. Exertion ahead of the wall of smoke, so he's looking for a biff. Nico none the wiser. Who's spotting this? Who's spotting this? What a crazy gap, and Exertion doesn't kill him. Nico just runs away, throws his lobby crunch util, so focused on the call. Nex has done well to at least catch one, but with Broden's trade, low sights under threat. They actually drop 2 down the vents audibly. And now it gets a little uncomfortable. Nades exchange, back up towards top. And just in time, but exposed to Exertion. Jimmy as well reveals himself, and Stewie goes down. Nice clean shooting from the Finn. He's keeping MOUZ in it at the moment. No fun for Nico in this one. You know exactly where he was and where he is. Still towards the double doors he just opened. So just trying to encourage someone to come and deliver him a rifle. Thank you very much, Shuey. Express delivery, sir. For, was it Nicola? Yeah, okay.
I had my favorite weapon.
Yes, the AK-47. I did request case hardened blue gem as well. Thank you very much.
You can tell there's got a Titan sticker on it. It's got the crowny
Crown,
one
yeah.
too. Don't know the
Crowny
name of
one.
it, but the crowny one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The kids, they really like the things that look pretty, don't they?
They do.
Easily entertained.
I'm to be honest, mate, I don't think it's just the kids. I think there's a lot of fully grown men that like the
Well,
shiny things.
I like the shiny things that look cool, but I'm not an aficionado.
No. So the vibes are being resuscitated for MOUZ. I think if Jimmy's playing like this for the rest of Nuke, it's going to be a hard-fought game for G2.
Well, Jimmy's the defib.
He is, yeah, really. Resuscitation. This was a weird exchange. I mean, you could see, I understand what's going on. Nico's just so focused on the call. I've got to line up this flash for the lobby crunch, but Exertion just got a bit caught off as well. We got an economical with that saved AK-47. Unbreakable.
I'm just listening to the team comms.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing. I know people at home can't hear, but I'm just it's one of my favorite things about Counter-Strike. Back in the days, and this isn't even in the days of my professional career, even though there are some environments and events where this was the case, but at like local LANs,
Yeah.
you would just stand behind, or BIOCs, BIOCs, you would be able to stand behind the row where they're playing, and you get to focus on what you want to watch. You get to listen to the way that they're communicating, the calls that they're making, the way that they're adjusting to things on the fly, and that's one of the experiences that unfortunately our viewers don't get, right? And there's some key reasons for that.
I remember feeling so proud of my team when we had some of the good players. They came over,
Yeah.
like I think we won the first map in a best of 3, and suddenly there was like, you know, Team Infused standing behind me, and I was like, oh my
Having a
God.
look.
Yeah, checking us out. It was such a badge of honor, and very cool. I've obviously standing behind the good teams as well, hearing how they communicate. LAN culture.
Okay, well, MOUZ want to continue these jaunts towards Yard, where we discussed m0NESY and Nico will have the tallest of tasks on their hands. There's no AWP available for m0NESY in this, but Nico has to address the secret leak. He's dropped down the vent. It looks like they will be pivoting to try and apply pressure towards Heaven and Hell. That'll be the definite giveaway with the flash towards Warehouse, the smoke towards Main, and now the progression, those steps will have been heard from Hunter. is going to spam to at least acknowledge the fact that they are around. But normally when this happens, you need to start your push in towards lobby, and that's the next little check mark for G2.
Yeah, and for Jimmy, he's on high alert. You can see he's making a decision as to where he wants to chill. Are they side by side? Two towards heaven. Stewie's going to clear him, and yeah, it's too easy for Jimmy. Sets up the bait, and now he hits the shot. m0NESY will find him. Hunter's exposed to too many angles. The heaven timing's great. m0NESY, however, has got the aim to make this a competitive one. No kit for G2. Trying to come up the heaven ladder is a death sentence for Nex, so that might just incite the save. A comfortable conversion for Exertion. And hang on, m0NESY's just on a mad one. How has he gotten 3 here? Now Nico comes up the vents. They can attack from 2 different fronts. Brollan towards the CT vent. That is going to be the next difficult port of call. Nico's got the pre-aim perhaps. And Brollan converts it. m0NESY hasn't got the time to pull this one across the line. He's kept it costly. Trying to save hold of his rifle. What's going on with Chewy? Here I come. Starts up the lawnmower.
He had some troll moments yesterday as well. The guy's definitely got that mentality about him.
Yeah.
Definitely has a bit of sass. Does the old shoe ball up. And already back to calling the shots for what should be another light investment from G2. But you're bang on there. For Nexa to be heading up the heavens like that, there's just really no way in. There was a kit not available.
Because you knew that came from heaven. I suppose he's just gambling that they both dropped, but that's...
Taking your risk. Yeah, well, this is the thing. It's also the same when you see teams rotate down the vent after you know you've lost secret.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's why most teams in that situation will have to take that port of call through the position of ramp. Jimmy will find the opener. That's a nice one to grab. Again, this is just some pistol upgrades, so should be able to waltz their way through this round and secure the 5th on the T side for MOUZ without too many dramas. With Inferno and Nuke being the opening maps of this series. You have Ancient as the 3rd and Decider, which definitely should have a few more sparks about them, but these are playing out somewhat procedurally. I still am quite floored to see MOUZ losing map 1 in such convincing fashion. Really shows just how poor their Inferno is.
What did you prescribe? Anubis, was it?
Ancient. Anubis is, prescribed for the fix of the Inferno.
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, I was on a different wavelength there for a second. Yeah, that is the map that MOUZ do ban, but I think it's a map that their players, especially with the confidence of the individual prowess they run with, you need to be quite aggressive, moving around.
I can imagine that T-sides would be real sly.
I think it'd be sick. I think they've got some really good map control players
I can see
as well.
Exertion ratting mid, getting those space and info.
Yeah, on both sides, I think Exertion would be a great defender or attacker to have over towards mid. You can get Slim Jimmy defending the A-bomb site.
He'd
be
great
for that.
Built for it.
Torji moving around with the AWP over towards the B site. I think you're probably going to have the likes of Brollan playing over towards Clean/Dark. And then Shui gets the shitty in-game leader job of having to deal with B main, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. And there you go. We've done the setup, Cycraft.
This is fast. Look at this. My God, they're just gunning it into Hunter's spray. I want to see another. Brollan, lovely work. He is so good in this MOUZ jersey. Really finding his footing. Able to contribute on both sides. Here on the attack, he's just walked in and demanded control. Takes it by force. And Brollan even starting to hunt Nico's M4. Quite ahead of the play here. How's his 6 T rounds on its way? Nico heading towards T-spawn with a sigh.
I think it will become more unbridled now for the remainder of the half. MOUZ likely, smelling the blood in the water. At this point, securing 50%, and they are on the T side, so a very good haul for them, and they'll make sure nothing is retained. So the threat's minimal for G2 in yet another round. And once more, we do have Team Liquid versus Falcons. That has gone the distance to the 3rd and deciding map. We're going to go check that one out. It is reaching its climax. This is a very technical map, especially with a stand.
Integrating a stand-in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And CT side, there's always going to be some average points.
That is a good start for Jimmy. An important trade from Nexa, but Shui, he knows what's up. He felt the lobby crunch coming. He could feel it in his waters. As, I get London for a second. Don't know why I changed my accent there. Bang. How many more you got? Torgy. Oh, man! Hold on. Hold on. Is he ready for the desertion swing? He spotted ya. He spotted ya. They're pushing him hard as well. He's going to get overwhelmed, but he just is terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Doesn't matter what weapon's in his hands. You can see how it affects the opponent. You just little second guess on your swing. You don't want to take the fight alone. Torgy's holding it with an AWP and still gets deleted.
Absolutely deleted, yeah. Now this is a second tactical timeout from G2. I respected the fact that they're at least giving it a crack.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try and talk through their options now that the guns are back in the hands. An AWP for m0NESY. Rifles for the rest. Defuse kit. Missing. Stu, you can oh no, never mind. Nico's got one. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Stewie's like, oh, I'm filling in for Hooksy. I guess I should be making some calls. Lovely work. Here, see this one again. Torgy in slow-mo.
You see him just starting to heat up, and that's where it gets extremely scary, but Exertion handles business.
Yeah, let's get it in for round 11. Tail end of this attacking half from MOUZ, and already a haul of 7 is more than you could have asked for. m0NESY hits the Zai Wu bang. It's Exertion onto 40.
Oh. Ramp aggress from Nexa playing behind his own smoke. That obviously has a timer on it. But right now, MOUZ are not in a rush as Jimmy. He will be a bit susceptible to some damage. Chip down to 66. But MOUZ en route for an 8th.
Okay, what are their intentions here? If Desertion can get himself... Oh, m0NESY's actually just managed to catch Torgy, and he's bringing the fight to them. He is on a mad one.
He may as well just play like this, especially with the chips down.
Like, I mean, you give him the full, like, green light. Do what you want.
The jazz hands.
Yeah.
Oh, he's doing a ballet routine.
Oh, I see. Because you would do the jazz hands during the ballet routine.
No, you would never do jazz hands during the ballet routine. That's why he should
give them the jazz hands.
Yeah, because look, your ballet is not great. You're not on point.
He's got him! Oh, between the wickets.
He's on demi point right now.
Très bien. So let's see if m0NESY's double kill is sufficient in making a 4th a reality. Shui's dipping down the vents. They are going to look to get that bomb down. A reaction immediate from Nico and Nexa. Trundling into Exertion, and he can't quite get it across the line. That's going to be 4 for G2.
Shui just grabbed him the AWP. I would be screaming for
those
that,
long
especially
arms.
after the impact that he just had with the AWP. Make sure you pick it up. Make sure you give it back to m0NESY. And he will be able to get it for the final round. Now this is it. The first on the Torgy, the bot didn't catch, but the second it did. And I'm surprised that Exertion doesn't get a kill in that moment as well, because they also didn't seem aware that he had pushed up so close, even though he had popped his way through that window. Here we go. Oh, m0NESY's AWP. Get back into action. He gets flatlined immediately. Nico does get a trade onto Roland, but Exertion
On your head, son.
should get it done with a nade.
That felt very cricket-esque. Straight to Nico.
Okay, well, Stewie, Hunter, and Nexa. How do these 3 combine for potentially a 5th round of play?
It seems necessary if they want to have a competitive nuke. An 8-4, quite the condemnation. Hunter, yeah, he's going to play proactively around the main smoke. Hunter's actually found the lobby lurk.
That's alleviated a lot of pressure.
Yeah, indeed, Chatty B.
They're going to try and split in towards A through this. I guess this subverts the expectation.
You've got Stewie jiggling. You got Hunter with full lobby. This is all right for G2. That's even better for G2.
Bomb.
Stewie connects, takes the bomb out of the equation, scooped up by Stewie trying to pivot. Torgy searching, seeing if Stewie will overextend. You've got 35 seconds, and Hunter's going to be loud about his vent descent. Now they're trying to isolate Stewie. They have a player towards the heavens in Nexa. It's just about timing your fights. Timing your fights. Hunter's got lower sight covered. You have to go into this double man stack. Stewie and Torgy's going to take the shot. Now it's all onto Stu. Isolated and eliminated. Just like that, the 8th is found. Damn, G2 gave it a good go. They gave it a shake, but it's MOUZ 8 at the half.
Oh, Naf lost through the smoke. Yekintar alone. Is he going to go for this? Is he going to risk it? There's money still to fall back on the Liquid side. He doesn't have to do this, but by that same token, there's a chance to make a play. Molotov will end it. It's that final kill. Causes great expense, but he can't do anything about this round. We'll keep any cash from going forward. Yeah, that felt like a really weird way to play the A main approach, right? With a Molotov, I think it's more understandable if you're going to dump a molly when you spot someone, but even then, you probably want to play a little further up so you can spot in towards canals as opposed to back on that line. Unfortunate there for Skulls and Liquid, but Snappy will be taking that every day of the week.
Perfectly played right there from Snappy, but yeah, I mean, it's just a bit of a shock there. And that comes at a really crucial turning point where Cadian had actually some big bank to lean on here, so the investments still come through. Still a very costly round on the side of Falcons, but you know, those sort of errors cannot be replicated, especially if the game plan here for Falcons is to target you, is to target this A site. And my god, do these defaults look like they lean that way over and over again. But Cadian taking some of the pressure off with that opening duel.
Been good about doing this. Right, trying to create, trying to give entries in. Skulls stares straight into that flashbang, so he will have to give this up. Utility from a teammate to try and keep them alive. And HG would be nice here if he could dump it. They're going to be up in towards the fountain. Skulls does find the one. Damage onto Snappy. That might set up the HG. Oh, Snappy limping.
Just Molly though into heaven. It missed it. Doesn't connect right there, and that's going to be a little bit of positioning and some relief right there for this 3v4.
Just the first clear. Madden blind. So blind. So blind. If they just went over the lip, he would have been a dead man. But it's not to be, and he is the haunter of this site. Snappy, nope, not happening. Not with 4 health, 4 targets. Nope, no thank you. Bomb defused. And Liquid it tied things up once more, and despite the bomb plant money here, that reduced bomb plant money, by the way.
I have heaven and hut. Okay.
He's waiting. Outdoor.
Hot.
He's low HP.
He's saving,
running.
Kamel.
Bomb.
Lobby.
Nice. Good job, boys. Fucking
there.
sick.
Shit.
Howdy y'all, we're back for the second half. 8 to MOUZ, 4 to G2. It's Dallas, baby, and this is an elimination match. MOUZ are up against it. However, on Nuke, they do look to have kind of rectified the situation after a
speed
surprise
wobbles.
G2 Inferno. The odds have softened after G2's first map pickup, but MOUZ are still expected to convert reverse sweep with the best of 3.
Okay. Well, let's take a look at this, shall we, Alex? There's Hunter outside who does have a smoke, and he has already pre-lined that up. I expect him to smoke off towards main. Torji took some company for a moment.
Did they see the bomb? Nexa had it. Hunter bides his time.
I think they want a player to drop down the vent. So if Hunter smokes off towards main and then makes steps towards secret, a player probably drops down the vent and then they explode into A, which is hopefully a weakened bomb site. That is my prognosis.
I like it. Certainly looks to be the case with the smoke.
Wowzers trousers. Just A.
Oh, Brolin does very well to track the second. m0NESY into the site already low, limping, but fragging for the first. It's up to Hunter. Bombs on the floor. It looks like MOUZ have done more than enough as Hunter has too much to do. Can't get his crosshair on ahead, and looking good for MOUZ to make this a quick trip to Cedar Creek.
That was a cool smoke.
It was a cool smoke. Nice and deep into main.
Yeah, so to go for more of a top play.
Felt like the timings were off, right?
It's also, well, yeah, and how's Hunter meant to contribute to the round? Because he's outside.
Yeah.
I guess they're meant to be able to penetrate to the top side, and then he comes and
I
picks
liked
up the
your
lobby
idea of
push.
forcing a vent drop, but yeah, it was more just, okay, we only have to worry about straight ahead if main smoked. And Brolin owned them.
Mate, who's drilling right now, other than MOUZ?
It sounded like someone was unzipping a tent.
Nah, that's a bloody drill, mate.
Yeah. The Mohawk 3000 S edition.
Probably some Makita cheap piece of shit.
I heard the red ones are the good ones.
Yeah, DeWalt. No, wait, DeWalt's yellow.
That's the yellow ones.
Milwaukee. That's the brand I had.
okay.
I had the Milwaukee.
Everyone's talking about the red ones, man. And that's a m0NESY headshot straight to the dome of Exertion. Torji will activate for 2. Jimmy's got run down. A great pop flash from Stewie has facilitated a descent to the low site. They have to take themselves some control. Oh, flash second time, this time not quite as ideal. Nade looks like it's got Hunter's name
Smoke's
on it.
great, though. Smoke is fantastic.
Yeah, look at his options. There's nothing. You want to push a smoke or concede the plant. However, where is the bomb? It's ticking. Alex, are you cool? I'm walking in on this. Stewie, that's your responsibility. Tucked on dark. No one exposed just yet, but actually Stewie's done great there. He's found... Oh, Stewie with 2 on the Tech 9. First a good flash, and then a double kill in defense of the bomb. That's for G2. Conversion.
Scooping up a couple of M4s for their troubles.
Why
Great
not?
stuff. All right, well, that's a 5th on the board.
Second round force goes their way.
Stewie making them a bit spewy.
Big smile on his face after that one. That's a high impact round. First, his flash enables the opening into the low site by finding the frag onto Jimmy. And then he converts with a double kill as well. Fantastic work for G2. Let's see this from Hunter's POV. Look at that first bullet. Beautifully timed and spaced. Stewie catching Shui. And even long-range Tech 9 double.
Yeah, Brolin was only moments away from catching him trying to slip in towards dark there, so that's an important round to keep things going for G2. Saved M4 that Torji scavenged in the last moments of that round. Famous and some pistol upgrades in the mix. MOUZ, what do you got cooking? Won a couple of those this series, G2. Go back to Inferno. Remember, there was the hero AK in the hands of m0NESY, but it was Nico's Deagle.
That's right.
That was dastardly.
Keeping it simple. Interesting off angle from Exertion. Not the more typical you would grow to expect. In fact, he's actually second guessing that.
Which I like because he has a smoke.
Which would be more.
If he only had the weapon, I wouldn't mind if he stayed overcommitted for the fight, but oh, that nade.
Ahead of the play, smoke will land.
Indeed, and has blocked them, but I wouldn't want to break and go through in a corridor like this.
Oh, it's gone well. It's gone very well.
Extremely well.
Oh, he's pushing it. Nico was not expecting that. Brolin, I love that play. Jimmy found a Deagle headshot as well. Now Shui's fragging. This gets very uncomfortable with Stewie's death. Wow, Brolin has saved them there. What an incredible, like, just gut instinct response to the Molotov in the vents. Nico assumes he's done his diligence there to stop that vent push. And Brolin just activates to immediately take the win straight out of the G2 sails. What a fantastic sequence out of MOUZ.
Would G2 be a sailboat?
I think they'd be more like a pirate ship. You know,
Well, with Nico in the team, there might be a motorboat.
that's a reference. That's a reference. Because he likes motorboats.
Well, he's a man who spends, and motorboats are some of the more expensive.
It's like basically a yacht. sure the comms on G2 are rather silent right now.
You know what round I would like to listen into? The final round of the first half.
Yeah, I really would like to hear
Because I
that.
love the way they pieced that round together. I think that was the first thing I had said to you as we head into the halftime break. I think it was fantastic.
It would be really cool, actually. Maybe we can get production to dig into that one. The last round of the first half, where it became a 3v3.
Just the way that they pieced it all together was beautiful.
Yeah, like from the 3v3 to the end of the half. That would be amazing.
There was that smoke that came out from Shuey that made Hunter drop down the vent. Then they
So where did he smoke to make this?
So he smoked just in front of Secret, but they didn't have eyes on it because everybody was focused towards main. So that smoke came up, and then the possibility that they could have got down Secret was always there. So Hunter was the closest point of rotation from Squeaky down the vent. He dropped down the vent. Then they were able to get the AWP of Torji to post up and take the Heaven line. I think that was for Nexa. And then backside was Stewie, and he doesn't want to overcommit because he could get pincered in. Once the vent drop happened, they mollied vent, so Hunter couldn't come back up. The only way he could contribute was going to Secret.
Right.
Stewie then scales at the site with the AWP holding the line. AWP kills Heaven. Stewie kills backside. Hunter in a terrible position. Torji hears him, turns around, kills Hunter coming up Secret.
Yeah, and what was even beautiful, like an extra element, was the molly, which meant that not only could you creep over it, but you could peek over it, and Stewie had no vision on his peripheral for that Stewie walk up. Final timeout used by G2. However, you can see that Cyclone's not wasting the opportunity. Taz, however, is saying go.
We are missing something over there on that B stream because there's been a lot of yelling going on from both teams, but there was what sounded like a vitriolic diatribe, and I would say we're looking...
Vitriolic diatribe.
Thank you very much. I've told you I've been trying to diversify the lexicon. But Team Liquid are currently in the lead right now, and I would assume that the one spewing the shit would have been Cadian, just absolutely landed on thick.
Yeah, okay. It looks like it's been one hell of a game over there.
Oh, hasn't it?
Green map, tossing and turning, twist, 36 bombing in regulation. Here we go. Is this where Nuke starts to be finished off? Jimmy just stares directly into the sun. Didn't bring his Eclipse glasses.
Don't repeat that, Torji.
He's chilling. He's flashing. He's killing.
Well, if you have ramp with everybody, Alex, I would say just go B, as Hampus once said.
He coined the term. Just go B.
Wow. Come on, you're landing on thick now.
Yeah, I am. I apologize to Hampus. So who's spotting hell? It's just going to be Torji, I guess, taking little glances.
Yeah, but you...
Bloody hell. Sounds like a band of hooligans are in the studio.
I know what happened.
Well, don't spoil it, man. I want to watch. I'm watching it right now. No, Nico has found exertion to put the G2 boys the one-man advantage in 50 seconds to piece this together. Fine on that vertical axis is Nico.
Still think ramp's the right play, especially now that they have the number advantage.
Who's down here? It's Brolin. Burrowed in deep. It's a very deep clear. Honestly, how good are you? Yeah, he actually quick switch. Brolin's angle is rewarded, but only with the one. No, down goes Nico. Torji quick to this rotation. He's managed to find the multi-kill, and now he knows where you are. Hunter, can you get your gun out in time? He can, and he will.
Due a clutch.
Haven't seen one of these from Hunter in a while. The silent walk-up from Shuey. Hunter's going to clear it. Oh, Shuey's too good. Takes down Hunter on the reposition. Silently walking in, but deadly. 12-5.
It's a bit difficult to get overexcited about this map because we knew coming into it. First of all, you have a massive favorite in this matchup of MOUZ. The fact that Inferno was converted by G2 made it slightly more enticing, but this has been relatively dominant. The scoreline definitely suggesting that. There's been some moments where G2 have had chances.
Still
Default.
default.
I'm on it.
And Heaven was good. Heaven close, you son.
Heaven
Default and vent.
Right side.
Default and vent. Default and vent.
Look at that, beautiful. That's exactly, beautiful. Nice and calm, good comms. They knew exactly what was going on, pieced it together very well. Thanks for that.
Appreciate
it, production.
Stewie wants to flash top and go. SMG's charging into Shuey's location. He's not going to have any issues with the first, but the flash from Monacy's well-timed. Brolin is just too quick with the double. Long-range Mac-10 headshot, and Monacy's in a 1v1. He can't win. He cannot win this. Jimmy's got full HP. He's got an M4, and Monacy is dead. It's 13. MOUZ force us the distance. We will go to 3. Ancient required as the reverse sweep is in the works. G2 not hitting so hard on Nuke. Fold it, Chad. If you folded that piece of paper 100 times, it would be as large
I don't
as...
think you can fold a piece.
Well, I know, but if you
times,
did...
But I don't think you can.
No, but if you did, it would be as close to getting to the moon, I think. That's how it goes. Jim is going to do one and done, mid open and occupied. Hunter just charging, running, gunning into Torji on red. Or not. A pivot into the donut. Shuey in this power position that they're not going to spot. He has, however, missed his first opportunity, so now just playing around the big box and goes down to Nico. Even trades. Nice work from Nico to... Actually, it wasn't Nico, it was m0NESY who found the frag. He got shut down and puts Nexa into an uncomfortable 1v2. Needs to fake to isolate these duels from behind. Donut will strike, and it's a Brollan impact round once more. The dude can't be stopped, can't be tamed. A triple kill. Again, impact being felt. I'm a Brollan stan. And we're on Ancient as well.
I was just about to highlight that for everybody. Everybody, I hope you're excited for a bit of Brollan Ancient glazing.
Yes, no doubt about it. Starting on the CT side, and that's where the glazing begins.
You won't even need to talk too much about how he takes Cave on the T side because they're about to absolutely dominate them, Alex. I'm going to say 3 rounds for G2 maybe.
Oh. Wow, we just got a sick raid from ESL CSB.
Wow. Shout out to you guys,
bro.
Yeah, make sure everybody join in. You use your primes in the chat.
Yeah, well, don't. You can if you want to. I've changed my mind. I should stop talking.
You can do whatever you
whatever
like.
you want. That's what I was going to say. Shuey doesn't die. Oh, he does. I really should stop talking. Stewie's got them fragging. Actually, they might get a plant. They will get a plant. Stewie 2K running and gunning. Brollan's fragging up for 2, but hang on. It is a bit weird now.
Nah.
It's a bit weird. You can't deny it's a little bit weird. They've gotten the bomb
It
plant.
should never have gotten to this position.
That's what I'm saying. That's weird.
But it
Next
ain't.
is dead. And it's all good in the hood.
Well, we have an opponent for the winner of this series.
Yes.
And now back to the Terminator analogy from the first movie.
No, man, not the first movie.
Where MOUZ find the form of Arnold Schwarzenegger in one of his greatest roles.
Yeah.
And North American Counter-Strike is John Connor.
What's the line he says? Give me your... Why is he Russian?
I think that's is that the second?
Give me your clothes and your bike. That might be the second.
I'm not sure.
Can't remember. That's definitely not the line either. It's more impactful and memorable. Obviously not for me. Let's get into it. We've got a Torji AWP on the 3rd round of play.
But there is just something that I would really like. Just to see MOUZ crush the hopes and dreams of all North American Counter-Strike fans.
Yeah. One by one.
Removing them systematically. Complexity. Goodbye. Stewie. See you later. Liquid. Get the hell out of here.
Oh, that's a bad miss. Now they're up, and Torji makes good on his promise to contribute. Nico needs a multi, does deliver it onto Shuey. May overlook the next player towards the cave position. Jimmy unloads his magazine, but m0NESY not caught off guard by Brollan ratting out through that cave smoke. Makes it an interesting state of affairs in a 2v2 where Jimmy has to reposition. He can't just watch that smoke for 20 seconds. Maybe he will be. He actually fakes the runaway. Starts to spam the smoke. And Hunter should have him. One more bullet would have done it. Doesn't finish him off. Exertion working cave. Hoping that Hunter has a glance. m0NESY worried about ramp as well, so it's just about timing on Exertion here. And Jimmy's already given up. And Exertion doesn't get the same opportunity. Drive-by from Hunter. G2 straight away picking themselves up an early round.
All right, that's a nice one to win. We do have celebrities in the chat, I believe, Alex.
Oh?
Tarek's here.
Really?
Yeah. Major winning in-game leader, Tarek. You know that guy?
Major winning in-game leader. Now,
Valorant stan.
World-renowned Valorant streamer.
He did say CS clears Valorant, and then in brackets, don't screenshot this.
How do I take a clip again?
No, the people at home have already done it.
Good.
They've already taken care of it. But he knows where his bread's buttered.
Yeah.
And it's not here in Counter-Strike.
Precisely. but the man can enjoy the game.
Of course. Well, we all know the truth. It's not even a subjective one. All right, Shui with some A main aggression.
Are truths ever subjective? Aren't they
Truth's a
by
matter of
nature
perspective
objective?
of who you are and where you're standing.
Deep. As was the swing from Hunter. Going down to Exertion. Mid-control maintained. Brolan, look at this. For a cave player to be already maneuvering around his smoke to support the mid-fight. Proactive defense. They don't necessarily have confirmation of how many bodies are in lane, but as it currently stands, G2 more postured towards mid and A.
Are they going to try and sweep back through middle, or are they going to opt for an A execute? It looks like middle will be the port of call, but that needs to be a great timing with Stewie as well. He needs to start to spread his wings over towards B lane as they come through the fade of this mid smoke. There's no push from the B ramp defenders. They're still tucked quite deep. It is just going to be Exertion on A, and that's if that's the finish. So as they sprawl out middle, they do get information that nobody's home, and they have so many nades to try and conclude this round, but G2 not set up for an execute. It will just be back towards B. Is that donut molly enough to draw them? Yes, it is. Jimmy and Torji evacuate.
Yeah, but Brolan needs to be holding this angle. A free frag. And
Dink.
oh, a dink into m0NESY. That's going to make things very uncomfortable for the rest of his round. He's got a full belt of util that he may not get to deploy. He's going to do his best to do so. Throws out a well-placed flash onto the long player. 8 seconds. They need to get that bomb punched. Bomb. Bomb.
No,
time.
It's
the round has ended. How does it go down like that? That dink onto m0NESY is enough.
Oh,
How uncomfortable. Nexa down after time. He's only got $600. Brutal.
cop that one from a different camera angle if we could, please, DJ.
Just not.
No, sorry, it's Rush and MC.
Yes, yeah. Finally.
I see what you did there. That's your favorite ad.
It is my favorite ad.
You watch it, you wear it.
It's an odd one, and the absence of the clear, I suppose the time was against them, but you can clear left and right.
You're allowed to do that.
You're allowed to do that. And in cave, it's not too shabby. You can.
How did Zertian still get a kill?
Oh, controls it with m0NESY's help. Jimmy's still hanging around. Nico gets away with 1 HP. How long is that going to last? Not long at all with Brolan in the server. A double kill, maybe 3. It's Brolan, baby. And it's a 4-1 lead for MOUZ. Best player in the world, man.
Just ask JW. I think he'd agree with you.
Yep. I mean, m0NESY exists. Zywo, Simple did that thing for a while.
Wow. At the moment, it's any order. You guys can pick your order.
Okay.
Donk, m0NESY, and Zywo, they're the top 3 Counter-Strike 2 players in the world.
Fair enough.
Any order, whatever you guys want. I'm not going to argue
I didn't
with
even mention Donk. How rude.
Quite rude.
Yeah, fair enough. Play like donk.com.
Oh, they missed the deeper incendiary, but not a problem. Exertion doesn't miss with the bullets, that's what matters. Oh, his brains are being smattered all across the map.
Schmid. O2K removed.
Look at all the A4. Just keep the A4 coming. Oh, look at how emboldened they are.
Oh, they're feeling themselves. I think they have returned to the vibes. The good vibe tribe.
I think we get to cast Team Liquid versus MOUZ tomorrow night.
Do we?
I think we do.
That would be hype.
Let me double check.
Team Liquid MOUZ.
Yeah. If Twist can drop 36 kills while we're casting, I would love to see it. So, final series tomorrow. The upper bracket will be FaZe versus Spirit. Both of those teams are already logged in for the arena. Yes.
I love it. Sorry, just people in the Twitch chat are actually calling you Chadney. Someone said, Donk is clear, Chadney.
Well, no, that's okay. Okay, well, cool. Thanks, guys.
I just laughed. I like the
on my birth certificate, it just says Chad.
Yeah,
all right, not Chadwick.
Chadwick, Chadney.
Not Chadston.
I don't think Chadney's a real name, but it does sound cool.
So the last 2 matches are tomorrow: FaZe Spirit upper bracket final Group B, and then the lower bracket final.
FaZe Spirit.
But it's only a seeding game.
I know, yeah, but I'm still going to enjoy it, aren't I?
Well, you're allowed to. Oh no, wait! It's the Group B lower. This is Group A. We won't be doing this game tomorrow. Oh. Maybe we can do Spirit Phase after all.
Oh. Both sounded good. Monacy's missed the molly on Temple. No harm, no foul.
What's Phil saying?
Phil's saying we will be doing that game.
Oh, thanks, Phil.
Sweet. This is a Monacy round. He's managed to basically single-handedly distract the entire MOUZ squad by walking out A. Pulls a full rotation as they plant on the other side of the map.
So I told you they'd get 3. This is 2 of the 3 so far.
Oh, some great suggestions in the chat. We've got Chadston, Chaddington von Chadwick.
That's not bad.
Cheddarick, Chadders, Chaddy Daddy, Chadder, Chadrick Lamar.
Chadrick Lamar.
Oh, that's a good one. Well done. You make me laugh, Bimmy.
Who's doing all the talking right now?
Not us.
G2. They're looking at each other. Monacy's looking at Nico. Monacy's taking a sip.
Monacy, are you sipping on a coffee at 21?
Well, it might not be a coffee. Could be a tea.
It could be a tea.
Could be a tea. Taz got hyped about that one. Happy with the second round of the back pocket. 3-round differential right now. Money for a MOUZ buy. But peeled this one apart, didn't they? Found a nice little incision on the A bomb site, but it was B the whole time.
Stewie gets his second kill.
And that's the quota.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is looking very A-centric right now from G2. Torji will be starting over towards A, has an AWP. How good will the execute be? Or not to be? As B lane
was the question.
Will be called clear momentarily. Doors smoke, Shui pops out. Exertion and Jimmy, they need to get a move on right now because Torji's going to need some assistance. Quick, smart.
Where is the help? It's coming. Exertion and Jimmy from Donut. Torji, whoa, got to weather the storm of nades. And, ooh, Exertion pushing. That deep Donut smoke's made it very uncomfortable.
Wait, you're looking,
huge
son.
From Stu. Deals a heavy blow to the MOUZ defense. Yeah, you most definitely do. You've got nothing in your back pocket.
Well, that's the type of impact entries that Stewie was getting on Inferno in a couple of key rounds, especially on their T side. So he just beelines straight in. It's all right. That's not going to cost them an awful lot. Stewie does find it through the smoke, sure, but...
What's he up to?
What, do you just want the AK? You can have the AK, but you can't have the round. That's not allowed. Hold up. What do you do? Where you go? Come on now, Stewie. What are you doing? Stewie, man, next round, you're only getting 1900 loss bonus.
I can't see
Stewie, you could have dropped an M4. Stewie, that was not... I'm upset about that. If I'm Cyclone, I'm upset about that. Because if he had saved that M4, they would have kept 3. Stewie has 3.9 right now. He could have dropped another, had utility. We're talking 4 rifles, and then Brolin or Torji could have dropped something like a FAMAS, potentially an MP9. It could have been quite a strapped round. Hold up, they actually could have had full M4s.
That's a bit of an oopsie-doopsie, isn't it? I mean, not even a little one. That's unusual.
That's a silly sausage maneuver.
What's he going
right
for, like
there.
a ninja?
I don't know.
He's not ninja on Ancient.
I think damage probably, but still, I can't make sense of it.
Okay.
I won't make sense of it.
Well, it does lead... who actually gets the short end of the stick? It'll be Jimmy. Rocking the MP nizzle.
Sin Jimmy. That could really have some echoes. So strap yourself in, MOUZ. You better bounce back in immediate effect. Setting up the same looking round at G2.
Hunter. Oh, he's got 2 on his plate. Does well to find 1.
But go A.
That seems to be the play.
Yeah, of course, because if it's Torji again, sure.
Oh my goodness, they've got themselves an absolute golden ticket right now. Not to Willy Wonka's, but to a potential 4th round. Next to going down from the Jimmy spam, that's going to change things. This retake! Oh, Nico needed that. That saves the day, Shui. Down to Nico, a clear from Stu. Jimmy holds the nerve. Doesn't do too much. Stewie's actually going to walk straight past him, not expecting that. Oh, Nico turns on a dime for Jimmy. Triple kill, high impact round from Nico to make it another G2 round. It's 5-4. They roar in the studio as it's 3 consecutive from G2's T side. They're absolutely storming now.
Oh, okay. Some frustrations, I think, might be bubbling in MOUZ, and understandably so, with some bad decision making.
That's the one.
They've really been conditioned. Well, actually, let's
Lovely.
call it punished, which will turn into conditioning over towards this A bomb site. And it will have to be an eco, so that is likely why the Raw had an extra bit of gumption to it out of the G2 camp. This is a real opportunity to tie things up 5-5. And then at that point, this is already more than a serviceable first half of Counter-Strike. MOUZ. Let's strap yourself in.
Oh, well, they know where they are, that's for sure. The info, it flows, as do the frags. Brolin's going to be held on this one. He better have one hell of a first shot. Doesn't quite nail it onto Hunter, just onto the belly button instead. Jimmy walking. Ooh, the timing. Nexa just averts his gaze as Jimmy rounds towards the rocky pile.
I think the fact that Nico's now had a round, Hunter's also finding some decent impact too. He's had... Oh, no!
Not this time.
Oh, it's fixed.
Yeah.
Rush has no idea what we're talking about because he wasn't observing yesterday.
Yeah, Jimmy had a ghost steps.
Well, his galoshes, I think.
Oh, that's right. He was galoshing. Jimmy's actually the floor inspector now, making sure pixels are in the right place. And a 5th round now for G2.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I mean, this is starting to be a little uncomfortable for MOUZ. Not even starting. It started a while ago.
And that's the other side of this, is the sense that there is no pressure on G2. If they lose, okay, you're eliminated, that sucks. But you are here playing with a stand-in lieu of your in-game leader, a big piece to lose. This is MOUZ, currently the #1 ranked team in the globe. Back-to-back event wins, ESL Pro League Season 19, and then Dacha, where they were able to pick up a victory over Spirit. Right?
Yeah,
the team.
massive.
So they took care of business against the names at Pro League, and then they went and took out the one that wasn't there. And these are best of 5s, and they were absolute sweeps. There were 3-0s, one over Zaiwu and one over bloody Donk.
Yeah,
and those
right.
2 of the players who were listing Modesty, here you go, here's another one. Throw him into the mix. So at that point, oh, yeah, and I said frustration starting to bubble. Timeout has been taken, the second for Cyclone, and probably saying, hey, boys, we need to pull up our bootstraps. Live the American dream for a moment.
Yeah, for real, for real. 7 feels like a necessity.
I hope Jimmy upgrades away from the MP9. I don't love it for him, but also I guess he's thinking if we lose this round, I'll have a bit of residual cash into the last round of play, which will give them the max loss bonus. So he'll have more than enough, and maybe that could facilitate another Torji AWP. But again, remember I said condition/punished over towards A. How are they going to deal with that? Do they just stick to their guns and stick with this press over towards cave, lane, middle? Well, they have Jimmy, the one tasked with worrying about, hey, and Nico, he's feeling it.
He really is. And that is a terrifying prospect for any opponent. Brolin, yeah, that's brilliant. Nice timing on that one. Catches Modesty on the top of the box. Someone had to have gotten him up there, and it's Brolin with a flawless control of the M4. Torji's let that one go, straight past Hunter. And that makes it a 3v3 with a lot of discomfort in the map control department.
Yeah, advantage G2, I'd say.
No info mid. No info B. And it does look like the latter is their focus. Bonham puts himself CT on an off angle, low HP to provide the comfort that Shui can only have to worry about cave and ramp. Just as he looked away, Nico's caught the timing. He's caught it and he's going to run with it. Shui's not considering this. The timing is perfect. The tap is beautiful. Nico makes the second frag a dream. And now with a deep speedway smoke with 2 segregated CTs and separate parts of the map, MOUZ off the back of this timeout are left forced to save.
Jimmy's at least been able to scavenge the AWP, so upgrading from that MP9, sure. Torji with a blistering miss in middle. You thought Brolin had done enough with that B lane aggression and the double up, but that was all that you can really boast. And this is it, walking under the scope of m0UZ. He tries to flick in towards action. And that one will be slightly frustrating if you are m0UZ, sure, but your team was still able to convert the round. And that's your issue. If Nico and Hunter are finding impact and m0UZ is also online, it doesn't really matter too much what Nexa and Stewie are up to, as long as they're finding their impact when necessary. And Stewie's actually been able to find a good entry round on towards that A site. Taz, you might even start describing the attitude that he's displaying as gleeful.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is probably more than they were anticipating for the third map against a MOUZ that made Nuke look so convincing.
And I have a fact for you, Alex.
Please, I love those.
6 is twice as many as 3.
My God, I hadn't thought about it.
And I said they're only going to get 3. So I'm going to eat my humble pie.
What about 7? That's at least more than 3.
Factual.
m0UZ's trying himself a Aggie, AWP, and mid, and Donuts actually got the AWP there, so hang on a second. This is going to be an interesting dynamic, and yeah, still flash residual for m0UZ. Torji had the advantage. MOUZ can't seem to put Nico away, despite the dink. Beats out Shui. An AK advantage gives Nico something to work with, but it is minimal. Brolin on the ramp aggress. Hunter considering it. Holding it. Spots the tip of the head. Eagle eyes from Hunter. Here in the final round of our third map's first half. The bomb completely segregated from the pack. A lot of confidence in Nexa. Brolin goes down to Hunter.
More damage, but is damage enough?
With the red smoke, as long as Session doesn't use his nade. Oh, they could lose the bomb on this one. On the ledge, spotted, and it executes Nico. And they're leaning A. By they, I mean both the CT and the T forces.
Nexa's into red with the bomb?
Does he know?
Is he going to try and go towards B? Well, if so, it just has to do with Torji, but wait, flanking A?
Oh, the awareness, the speed on the draw from Jimmy. And it's a 6-6 scoreline to wrap it up. MOUZ with a little bit of a recovery. The final round of the half is theirs. 6-6, G2 licking their lips. One of these teams is going home after the break. A round victory at the last round of the first half. We're here at the nitty-gritty end of G2 MOUZ, and we're preparing ourselves for the final half of play. Frustrations starting to be visible for both sides, but it is a high-stakes game. After all, one of these teams is going to be eliminated on the second day of play here at IEM Dallas 2024.
The biggest surprise of this series is the fact that we're on a third map. I understand that G2 tend to have a bit of a preference for the Infernos, especially over MOUZ. They picked that victory up in decently dominant fashion, considering the circumstances of the stand-in. Don't love the posture of Nico right now. Would love to see that adjusted before we get underway. We do have a bit of a technical timeout before the game begins, so just getting things situated. But Nuke, it was one-way traffic, a very strong showing from MOUZ, a technical map. Difficult to plug and play with Stu on that one. And now Ancient has been more brawly.
Undoubtedly. Stewie 2K. He had a big round in that first half, getting himself a nice and impactful double kill.
That's Stuart 2000 to you.
Taz looks to be trying to keep the team calm, not too flustered. You're on the CT side here, so sure, you can dictate, but also the pressure is on MOUZ to try and manufacture some openings and to try and secure the bomb site. There is a heavy amount of util, so Shui and Jimmy forgo the Kevlar in pursuit of a lot of utility. 2 smokes lined up, both from spawn. This could be fast, this could be furious. And Vin Diesel, oh, miss flash. Exertion, driving by, takes down Stewie. It's Torgy with the first, Brollan posts the second, and the last man falls to Brollan, who's having a fantastic time here on Ancient. 14 frags at the top of the tables in the server. Owns another triple kill. The multi-kills just keep on flowing.
Yeah, and that third smoke is one they just snatched off the ground from the CTs. That was a beautiful little layering. So you saw the cave smoke from spawn. You saw the long smoke from spawn. You have the molly on the run from Brollan as part of the entry pack. And now you have Nexa, 2 kills to his name. Can't make it 3.
That is a great little pistol you can copy and paste yourselves. If you could learn those run smokes from spawn. Cave smoke, long smoke, flash and go. They're so favorable to the Glocks, just running and gunning. I think Stewie did have dualies. Just it can be very brutal. If you don't get that first bullet tracking, you're in trouble up against multiple Glocks. Yeah, exactly. Frustrating one for m0NESY to stomach, as it is just going to be a Desert Eagle for Stewie. Not sure if that was approved.
Wow. Invested nonetheless, and Nico has a flash, so they might try and get a bit poppy. What's the trigger of the go? I'd say MOUZ have more than enough control of map territory early in this one to look for a suitable finish. Stewie to search. Definitely got some speed wobbles about his aim.
Flash and cave, no one's home.
Now that you've told me that the Org picked the player, it all makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, an interesting twist, as the A site's lost. As is the round. You'd love your SMG to get into the mix, wouldn't you? Brollan is going to be close by, so this could be a good farm of the cash. Exertion's going to get himself the double. Brollan going to get run at, and he handles it with poise. It's Shui for the last.
Can he get his hand on the Galil? No. So Brollan, yeah, look, they could have rifled through the weapons to make sure it fell at his feet, but it's all good. Not a problem.
Tisk, tisk.
Well, G2 will be investing into the rifles. Well, mainly rifles. Stewie finds himself with his MP9. No head armor either, so things might get slightly dicey for him. Stewie's actually the one who's fallen on the sword and has taken the MAC-10 out of the hands of Brollan, and that's probably because he wants to get aggressive towards middle. He's going to brave the flames.
Yeah, well-timed flash. It did put a Hunter straight into the donut. Brollan contending with the m0NESY. Fight clean from Brollan. Takes down m0NESY, and actually anticipating a second. Nexa.
He might hard clear this too.
Yeah, I don't think so. Nice for the first immediate trade, though, and they're running straight into Hunter. Oh, a messy one, but still gets away with the first. Puts Jimmy on notice to 25. Would have loved the double for G2 to rectify this 15th. Shui providing the cover, just times it. Ooh,
It was the MAC-10 no head armor.
Yeah.
Punch
Shreds
to
him.
the sky. 9.
Yeah.
Always struggle to put enough mustard on the hot dog of a game like this because I have my feelings about how things should go down. And I mentioned earlier, G2 have put up more of a fight, but they should lose. If they were winning, then yeah, you'd be erupting. It's completely against the norm. But just with the circumstances, G2 putting up a fight is a victory. It's almost like a team from a smaller region coming in and, you know, oh, wow, they took a map. That's crazy.
I mean, we definitely have put the jam on the hot dog when
Required for sure. I
required.
know, but just contextually overall. And
But-
this is the thing. This is the issue I had with the whole stand-in situation for the event. But
If Monacy wakes up in the third, I think G2 are in a position where they can keep MOUZ humble here on the second half of play.
I think it's a positive sign that you've come in and you've made them work.
Yeah.
Definitely a positive sign in that regard. Overall, it was always a bit of a dream to consider this team to be able to make a run for the playoffs. But,
Here we go, folks.
just 4 rounds away from elimination, G2.
Yeah, that 10th is come round awfully quick, hasn't it? It's the brutality of having that close first half in MR12. And the first gunning not going your way. Nico, that saved rifle, what can you do with it? You've got a bit of support built around it. Xertion's trying his usual antics through mid and dips into the smoke, which Hunter is in hot pursuit of. Heavy comms, intense comms there from G2. I've just heard both players say, I think it's A, I think it's B, simultaneously. Smoke in the doors, though. Nico is going to have confirmation that there were bodies there, and he actually just stands confidently into that first duel, knowing with the only rifle, he's got a lot of responsibility to contribute.
I do really dislike the I think, or you know, I want to know what you know.
What have you seen, you know?
Know what you think.
Yeah. I've heard a step towards A.
Now,
folks.
in-game leaders get to think, so Nico can think as much as he wants. Temporarily, until Hooksy gets back in the chair.
That's what you think.
This would be a fire starter of a round, though, for G2. That's a dink and a half. Shui's going to get run down. See ya. You quick changed. You're short changed.
Stewie 2K, though, has anything changed? No, he down empty-handed on the B ramp hold. A forward position, likely encouraged by the weaponry. However, it has enabled the B site to be taken. Very uncomfortable now for G2. Especially with Nexa going nothing onto Jimmy. Yo, Torji's got Smoko vision straight onto Monacy.
Hunter will go overlooked, though, Alex.
Certainly. Click tap, quick second. Hunter in the clutch
Still time.
here. Certainly time. Picks up the rifle. Here's the steps of Xertion. And he peeks straight into the angle. It's Hunter's clutch onto MOUZ with a 10-second defuse. He's made it in time. A sigh of relief. There's a hero moment like that on a partial buy, a little smirk. He's done it for G2. A clutch to invigorate the troops and to demoralize their opponent.
Yeah, and you can understand. Exertion makes the initial step. He thinks, okay, that should be enough to at least alert him to where I am, and hopefully he gets off. Maybe he starts spamming. Hunter stays silent. At that moment, Exertion goes, well, there's no kit. It's 10 seconds. I have to start acknowledging this. And when he does, Hunter punishes. So giving him that little extra buffer required for the defuse to come in. So there's the fire starter.
Ooh, yeah, exactly what that is. That is kindling. Xertion stubborn.
Elbow smokes missed, you can see.
Yeah. Shui takes a lick of damage from Stu, not far off on his shots. Oh, Shui's going to punish you. Get those guns back in your hand. Nico saves him.
What's happened there?
Now Torchi's been caught out. Flash and spray from Stu to find themselves 2. There's G2. Looking to make this just a one-round game here. That clutch from Hunter. Now you pair it with this one. MOUZ under some scrutiny, under some pressure.
Shui's made some bad plays this map.
Just wants to get it done, I imagine.
Yeah, but by doing so, he's giving G2 a way back in. Gave him away in the first half. I understand, you know, they weren't going to win that round, but throwing away a rifle, it's all in the details. And this one, he's just offered up an opening kill. Maybe his teammates can bail him out.
They're going ahead of the smoke. Ooh, Nico couldn't handle the pull up the crosshair. Nice moves from Jimmy. Trying to rectify. Can Stewie find another? He's gotten himself a triple. In defense of B, that is a massive step up from Stu. But I wouldn't write out Jimmy.
Yeah, but the longer he's waited, it's allowed Nexa to come almost around the world, who hasn't actually braved his way through the doors just yet. And Nexa has a decent amount of util for this.
If Nexa goes before Monacy's in a position to find some help, he is going to walk straight into the crosshairs, and Taz can't quite believe it. They get through it. And Stewie to thank for that as well.
Not many kills for Nexa in this map, but his 5th does secure them an 8th round of play. So, yeah, in the combination of Stewie and then Nexa for the finish, very good work. It's just a 1-round game. The bomb goes down again, but there's not enough for a full buy for MOUZ. Oof. Did Cyclone use 2 timeouts in the first half?
He did.
So, it'd be nice to have a little reminder of that in the HUD, wouldn't it? I think MC's working on that. But I think when we... Hold up, they haven't gone all in. Okay, that's all good. I think as we reflect a little bit more forward with the remainder of this half, Cyclone probably doesn't want to use it just yet. Like, it's definitely a period of time where you feel, hey, this might be a good conversation to have, but if he uses it, burns it now,
yeah,
he won't have that moment of respite later.
Nexa on defensive A, about to be tested heavily. Can he block them in time? He needs to get that smoke into his... Oh, it's actually opted for the incendiary first. And smoke on top.
There's 3 players here now, Monacy and
Good
Hunter.
damage. Flash is great. They're really making it difficult for them. Nexa tucks in. They're out and about. Distractions there. Messy from Nexa. Can he handle his business? He's only gotten 1. It could get uncomfortable for G2, and it has now. Torji onto Monacy. Hunter tries to sweep the rest under the rug, but only gets the 1. It's Nico. But that AWP from Exertion could be a problem. Now Stewie's taking it out of the equation. It falls to Torji to find another 2. And he's caught picking up weapons. God, that got a little stressful for G2. MOUZ not with a full investment. They'll get the rifles out now. But yeah, Nexa's sequence there left something to be desired.
It's crazy that they're able to trade their way towards that side. Like, that's insane.
You're blocked, you're naded, you're
the
flashed.
rotations there, and it still comes down to a 2-on-2.
Crazy.
That was a team ace for G2 to get that one across the line. So always a threat are MOUZ, but I can't believe I'm saying this. We're all tied up. And this is a limited util round for MOUZ, so they have fewer options for openers. Well, maybe not fewer options for openers, just fewer options overall. So it really depends on what they want to fight for early. Brolin with a cave smoke is able to get himself into the room. They're going to do this pinch from heaven and the lower deck of middle to get the control. And Monacy overextends on his own. Hunter blocked towards red, cannot help. They've now sprawled out, slid in, and got themselves the donut space as they're going to contact in towards Nexa's domain.
Nexa could be walking straight into Jimmy's pre-aim. Oh, he's done very well there. Ooh, caught switching. Should go down. Nico saves him. Exertion couldn't find it.
If G2 win this series...
I know. Nothing makes sense anymore. Brolin putting in such a shift. Torji as well. Filthy Adam's been out and about.
Not as filthy as yesterday, that's for sure.
No, not really. Nexa. Oof, nice reactions out of Shui. Does snap into the frag. Hunter. Nico working it out. Didn't expect him to be so pushed up into Donut, but Shui, he'll catch Hunter nicely. Didn't anticipate Shui to still be lingering towards the cubby. The bomb is in Temple. The bomb is in CT. Nico's getting hunted. Shui tracking him.
He should have a free
like
kill.
A bloodhound.
Bring around the Rosie. This is a free kill. Torji should definitely go back towards A off of this info.
He's going to catch them both in transition. One, not
target.
the other. Nico does manage to at least adjust into that. And this is a winnable clutch for Nico. Already a triple into it, but Torji, he's been having a game.
But Torji, did he play default or CT?
Planted default.
No, CT plan.
Oh,
so
CT?
Nico's going to worry about spawn and everything.
Nico caught out. Oh, the step! Torji's given away his position.
Oh.
Now he's worried about a defuse behind the box, and Nico nails it. What a shot that was. Oh, the frustrations now are palpable as the double digits are found. Oh, man, what a round out of Nico. He bailed himself out, bailed his team out on multiple occasions. And this is where Cyclone hits that big red button.
Yes.
Emergency meeting.
And I think as well, because it's a little bit more of an unorthodox plant that's happened there from Torji, it does feel good because you know that it's going to keep Nico searching, but you're not super familiar with what diffuse angles are possible. So he makes those steps because he's a little bit skittish in the scenario. Well, this is the thing. If you were Shuey in this situation and you kill Nico, I'd say there's much less of a chance that Shuey wins that clutch. But the fact he takes down Stewie and not Nico...
He thinks he's defusing behind the box, makes that little panic step.
Exactly. Well, he'd already made the step just moments prior, and then he's baited into a wider angle, and Nexa, I don't think Penny had dropped that he had enough time for that to fuse immediately. The reaction didn't seem like one of joy.
Oh my god, Nico. A quad kill to secure the 10th. G2 are in the lead, Chad. G2 are in the lead. MOUZ have got the rifles out. They've got mid, but they've got to get past m0NESY. Been quiet here on the CT side.
Flash him off the line.
Job done.
Now red pressure. Hunter dealing with that.
They're talking through the exec here. You got 2 smokes, Molotov, and a flash. It's enough. And Stewie's so isolated. Nico's actually come to join Hunter. They really want to re-clear middle as a unit. 4 players from the CT side looking for 1 man. It's exertion. How much can he get done? Block, perfect, Stewie. They might try and rush through the smoke. They're going to try and play ahead of it. Xertion strikes. Torji takes down the B anchor, and it should just fall nicely into place now.
Have to win this one, MOUZ.
Most definitely.
You can't fumble this one. And if you're G2, you need to get out of there quick, smart. With only Nico surviving in the previous, you need to hold on to all of your goods. So MOUZ, after the timeout, will be able to get things back level. Loss bonus into the next, I think it'll be 1,400 for G2. So these guns are worth their weight in gold.
I can't be critical because they're much better players than me. But what
were you concerned with?
Four of your teammates are working on clearing middle, and you're responsible for a bomb site.
Yep.
That's the moment you throw the smoke, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, yes. Yeah, you're obviously quite susceptible. That's when you should be blocking while they're searching.
Or just being out of the site.
Retake potentially is another option in that regard. Yes, definitely so.
But they kind of got the worst of both worlds there when you're in the open just after throwing the smoke before it blooms. 4 people are up ramp.
Oh, Alex, both teams have used all of their timeouts. At least as far as regulation is concerned. And the type of conversation that you're having if you're G2 right now is one that has flow-on effects. So you save 3 guns, an AK, an M4 A1S, and the AWP in the hands of m0NESY. You could drop a FAMAS, you could drop an MP9. Actually, Nex is facilitating Nico with the A1S. So,
understandable.
Yep, so Nex is playing over towards A, has gone just into an MP9. One's been dropped for Stewie. So no FAMAS, don't worry about that, it's not in the mix. Kits, util, they've gone for the investment, and you can understand why. Next round, only with 1900, it still would have been quite difficult for them to get out anything that would resemble as juicy of a round as this. But for G2, you lose, that's 11. The next you either force or take an eco, that's 12.
Xertion nails the shot onto Hunter. Tried his luck at maintaining mid, but that's a huge frag to pose for MOUZ.
And 2 rounds in a row, Xertion with mid impact. One getting all the way to red, one now dealing with Hunter, trying to make sure that isn't a possibility. So Xertion doing just what your in-game leader wants of you.
Next, just going to have to try and jiggle for info on that. Oh, he's got so much to be concerned about. That flash from Shuey has kept Nexa away from spotting mid. He's so concerned about A main. He feels like he's under so much pressure from multiple facets. They are actually going to be pivoting.
Jimmy got the bomb. You feel scared to leave B as well.
Yeah.
Well, m0NESY stays with the AWP, right? They only have 1 smoke available. Where's he going for? Is it long or short? It is short. So m0NESY plays ahead. Has to play ahead.
Oh, he's He's missed his shot. He's going to get run down as well. MOUZ, nothing. Stewie, what can you do? It's a double from Stewie. The 2K. Oh, making the 3K, baby! He's holding on to the A side, the B side. And a spam from Nico puts it all onto Jimmy. In the absence of MOUZ, a hero emerges. And his name is Stewie 2K. Twice now, his B site. He's provided the intensity that they needed. Jimmy's low HP. Oh, Nico.
Nexa.
The bait, that's the switch. Nico and Nexa convert a Stewie 2K, 3K. And we get ourselves an 11th for G2. MOUZ, after having that opening kill, couldn't convert. You took down MOUZ. You thought the hard work was over.
It was the hard work done. This is insane. The first, expected. The second, a great pivot onto Brolin. The third, insane in the membrane.
Absolutely inspired from Stu there. He just activated. Survival instincts kicked in. Oh, going on in this game, something like that happens. Hunter once bitten, twice shy on the mid spray. Nico's getting walked upon, and Brolin, the hero MOUZ need.
That's nuts.
He just
Considering the context of this round, that is insane.
Walked through the smoke. They're pushing him straight into the flames. Nexa can't believe it. Jimmy's just braved the flames, takes 80 damage just to try and find the trade.
Oh, the bomb.
Oh.
The bomb. Ah.
That's crazy.
This is all starting to really come apart for MOUZ. Brolin opener, great. Just the blood sacrifice of the C4. MOUZ has a friggin' orb. Exertion, you need to find this kill.
He might. He does. Taking down Hunter relieves so much pressure.
But MOUZ, he's not awake.
He is now. Hits a fantastic flick onto the jump spot of Torji. A 2 versus 2 emerges from the chaos. Trying to resuscitate hope. A missed shot from MOUZ, unable to find him on the swing through. Exertion finds the bomb with 35, and that's the duel. Stewie gave it a go. MOUZ will pick it up. Brolin, though, with that opening, now he has to find the closer. And he's walking straight into the AWP. G2 are starting to believe as 12 on the board.
Oh, and the gulp as well. The money just isn't there for MOUZ to get a tidy looking buy. There's no timeout to have a discussion. We are talking, what, 6 of the last 7 rounds of play. We have a massive Stewie 3K. Now we have MOUZ doing the same. You said if he wakes up in the second half, well, he's been dormant until this moment right now. MOUZ lighting it up, and it couldn't be better duels for the AWP. That's exactly what the doctor ordered. And is it going to happen? Are G2 going to eliminate MOUZ? Back-to-back tournaments for them. It's all in B.
They're rushing straight into MOUZ. Exertion at least able to find the one, but MOUZ and Nico, they've had enough. They want this done. Jimmy, only the one, but it's an important one. A missed smoke, sure. The bomb lost again. MOUZ committing the bomb up the ramp, and now it's under CT control. Jimmy and Torji, for their tournament life, have to play against the numbers. And it's Torji working on somewhat of a flank. MOUZ's just had that consideration. He just turns his head towards the possibility. As he turns away, Torji strikes. That draws attention. Hoping that's enough, but MOUZ seems to be putting the nails in the coffin. A multi-kill from MOUZ as G2 look to throw the knockout blow. It was 9Z that put them down here, and it's G2 that throw the knockout blow. MOUZ eliminated in the groups of IEM Dallas. And it's G2 with a stand-in, a North American major champion, dusts off the mouse and keyboard and sends MOUZ home.
That's content, baby, and he had impact. It's not like he was idly sitting by with the best seat in the house. Stewie with some huge rounds.